Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome on by to this very special stream. It's my birthday, and I'll do what my
Happy birthday. We're all out of time because of the stream.
Happy
birthday.
John, or the big bad, or whatever you want to call yourself in this stream.
Happy birthday.
And many more.
And if chat hasn't filled
We've lost all the
Yes.
Happy birthdays, I'm going to be a disappointed
See my follow account plunging in real time.
Don't say we never gave you anything, John. Like a bad rap.
Alright, so birthday to me. Thank you, EDH Army. That's better. Stevie Wonder sings it better than this lot. Alright. I changed my alerts. I changed the sound on my alerts just for this week. Now, let me sort out our friend here a little bit. And this one down here a little bit. And hang on. Okay, so yes, thank you everybody for coming on by. Thank you for all being with us here in the chat already. Thank you so much. Very nice to have everyone by. I'm not sure how many of you there are because OBS is refusing to show me. It doesn't want to. No, it's not, I'm not going to tell you. No, it doesn't want to. But thank you so much for coming on by. Regardless, it is lovely to have you all here. And back there we go. There we go. That's a bit better for our guests. Now, let us get into this. One-shot roulette does what it says on the can. This is going to be an interesting little experiment, as it always is. This is our third time, well, my third time, Michael's second time, and everyone else's first time experiencing this little version of our game that we like to play.
Yep.
And one-shot roulette, for those of you new to the game, is a randomly generated one-shot. As in, randomly generated right now. As we start, as we get going. So, the characters, only the characters were created a little early, so that the players could try and figure out what to do with this very interesting builds that they got stuck with. As those of you who joined us on Monday, thank you so much, because it was a fun time putting together this crew of misfits, and let us get onto that shortly. I'm going to go around and have all of you introduce yourselves and introduce your character, after I have rolled, or had our audience roll the story, so that I can have a brief second looking at it and trying to figure out what to do with it. So, we will get to that. But let me say some big thank yous before we get going. First and foremost, a big thank you to all of you joining us live, and all of those in the VOD squad who catch up with our stories whenever they get the chance. It is always a pleasure to have you along, and we love having you here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subscription. EDH, thank you so much with your subscription there. Happy birthday to me indeed. Thank you. And another big thank you goes out to Sirenscape for the food. Not for the food, sorry, I was looking at that delicious cake. Not the food. The sound.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Sirenscape,
The
for the
big,
Snack, damn
there's a
it.
big cake right
Someone's taken
next to
bribes,
my
and I've not been a
head.
part of this.
Vicky did not send me any food. I swear. No. Sorry. That was a delicious cake. I was getting around to the cake. I'm going to jump the gun a bit there. But yes. Thank you so much to Sirenscape for all the delicious sound effects and delicious music that is in our games. And also thanks to the Dark Fantasy Studio and Travis Savoy and Epic Journey over on YouTube and Will Savoy on Patreon. All of that delicious, lovely, lovely stuff that we get to play in our games. If all of you so wish, you can head over to Sirenscape and give them a free trial and see what that's all about if you have the chance. Now, moving on. The next thing I want to say thank you to is the lovely Ebix. Thank you, Ebix, for my delicious cake, my deliciously rendered cake right here. I'm just going to lean about. Just take bites out of it. You get to bite it too, Skeptic. It's to your right. me and you get the cake. We can enjoy that. Other side. Sorry, your camera's reversed. There it is. Yeah, we get the cake. No one else gets it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So yes. Speaking of the person immediately to my right on screen, a massive thank you for joining us once again. He was with us for the random generation on Monday, and we had a very good time doing that. But welcome back to Skeptic Llama. Thank you.
Thank you. It was definitely a fun time being on that random generation. We sat for way too long afterwards, just musing over what it could have been.
It was a grand old time, and it was very, very nice to have you then, and very nice to have you with us now for the main event. So, without further ado, I think we should jump in. Like I said, the rest of you, I will let you introduce yourselves and introduce the characters that you'll be playing. Now, sneak peek here. The two people on the far side of the screen there from me you will recognize from Curse of Strahd. But our other two players here you will not recognize. This is my secret offline Wednesday night group in Eberron. Off through the phasers. Off. They jumped on a not on a spelljammer, no, it was on an astral skiff. And they went shooting through the astral plane, found themselves a nifty little portal, thanks to their Kalashtar friend, and are off and away, hidden away in Eberron, and not usually with us here. So, a pleasure to have them all with us on stream. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I will let you introduce yourselves in a quick moment. But before that, we need to figure out what is going on. Now, oof, here we go. I'm nervous. First things first. I am gonna let chat, as this is the new player at the table here with us. I'm going to let chat roll for this. It's going to be first come, first serve chat, so jump on that if you want to have a roll. I need a D10. Somebody in chat, give me a D10. Go, 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 go. Who's going to be first? Yeah, I just don't want I just don't want to be held responsible. Oh, officially. Sorry. Yeah, it's me. Sorry, we haven't got that set up. I was talking actual physical D10. Who has a D10 handy? Who's got one nearby? Who can roll it fastest? Go, go, go. Sorry, Fishy. Thank you so much. Oh, Alusha. Okay, hi, Alusha. Thank you for joining us, and always a pleasure to have you on all of our streams. Thank you. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, a 6. Now, let me grab a little bit of paper here and see. Okay. Actually, no. Oh, Fishy did work it out. Okay. I'm sorry. I saw that there. Okay. But Alusha, don't worry. That there was 2 D10s that I needed, so that will be our second one. Okay. So, Fishy, you have chosen the location. Alusha, you have chosen birthday to me. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm sorry.
Because we don't see that coming.
Nope.
So if we just randomly bring out happy birthday to me, think of like massive narcissist.
Everyone, I know, right? So, excuse the slightly janky graphics there. I'm trying to figure out how to get it centered nicely. If your username is the perfect length, it looks great.
What's the perfect length of username?
Mine works very nicely. Anywho, sorry. Thank you, The Quill, for that follow. Now, and who did I miss before? Sorry, I was too busy singing. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it was EDH with the subscription. Thank you very much, sir. And Skeptic Llama with the raid. Did that work before we went live?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I said that I'm still hosting.
Thank you.
Sneaky raid.
So everyone who was preempted with Skeptic there. Thank you so much.
Reading his own
Half an hour early.
reading the old session that he's joining though.
I don't think we've ever been raided before we were live. That's amazing.
I one of your own players.
Yeah.
That's definitely a first. All right, so Fishy with a number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I see.
Oh, that's bad.
No, the happier this man gets, the worse it gets. So
I know.
Okay. This actually helps me a little because of the 3 times I've done this, I have been to this location once before.
oh, now I'm excited.
Now, is it somewhere Michael's been before or not? Now,
Does it have Vikings?
we shall see.
Welsh Vikings.
There's a story there that I'm not aware of.
From Asgardia.
all Asgardians speak Welsh. Did you know that?
Now,
No.
Alusha, you rolled a 6 on our story generation here, so let's count this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Does that come through there? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. I seize it. Okay, let me clip this. Oh, everything goes white. Ah, there you go. Sorry for that, everyone. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little read of this and figure out what to do with this randomly generated story that we have here. The rest of you, I would like to introduce yourself, starting with our guest of honor here, Skeptic Llama, and going around clockwise from me. So it will be Skeptic, then Marin, then Michael, then Swag, and then finally, but not leastly, Tahi.
So me or the character?
Me.
Please, yeah, introduce yourself, your name, your character's name, and class or classes. and we shall see how we go.
All of the classes.
Go for it. Go for it.
I am Skeptic Llama. I'm going to be playing a wonderful lady called Darviria, a Scourgeling Azimar paladin, a really wonderful lady who loves petting animals and is now going on her first ever adventure with her new friends, potentially, hopefully, maybe enemies. We'll see.
Briefly. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Marin.
I'll go next. Hi, I am Marin. Some of you might recognize me from the Strahd stream. I play Esmeralda. Most recently, I also played Sparkblood, the angry honey badger. So tonight, I have been blessed with Nadoris, the Levistus tiefling Aladardum warlock. And she just loves life. You know, she's very interested in life. Yes,
Doing
she's
what
very
to
curious
life?
about life.
Wait, doing what to life?
Hey, Grumbrix.
She's interested in it. She's left me research.
Okay, thank you very much. Zinstein.
Michael, again from the Curse of Strahd, where I play Xenacus, the good boy werewolf. Also guest starred in the Pits campaign as the Eberron character, a clone of my Eberron character, who you will all know as Noodles, but his true name is Zohath. Tonight I will be playing Deputy Junior Undersecretary Ambassador General Zinstein. As I have to travel around and find as much information to spread the goodwill of Humblewood.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh yes, class. I am a bard of eloquence. So unfortunately, to anyone who watched the last week's the honey heist game, I've been given access to more puns, and I apologize in advance.
Huzzah!
I'm the elegant bard, a punsmith.
Thank you. Yes, those of you who like watching your D&D online may be familiar with Runesmith. Right round here, we got punsmiths. Okay. Now, Walieris.
Hello, I am known as Swag in these circles. Some of you may know me. If so, please stop staring through my bedroom window. It's getting creepy. I'm playing Walieris. He is, and riddle me this, chat, a centaur rogue. Artificer monk.
My favorite.
We're
so
not-
excited for this.
We're not going to go into the details as to how successful he may have been as a rogue. We'll discover that as the game goes on today.
The sneakiest clip-clops in existence.
Yes, chat has given me some very good ideas from Monday. They will be coming out through this session on the stream. So that's on you guys. I take no responsibility.
I blame Alicia.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Yes, definitely a multi-class fest, Grumbrax. It was a multi-class fest is a nice way to put it. Multi-class shit show is the other way to put it.
Some might say the more apt way to put it.
Hi Sam, how you doing?
I think we have lost. Oh, there it's come back.
You good? What were you?
I know
there?
Tahi's camera went.
Oh,
froze,
okay.
But it's come back.
Okay. He was just pondering. So, speaking of, said Tahi, Phaesis.
Spider Tahi. Spider Tahi.
I don't think it's
Everyone. Okay, you good to go, Tahi? Yeah, now get fucked.
And here.
No, Daddy.
Tahi.
Tahi. Last but not least, I said you went to the
hurry
east.
Lana, get down from there. You'll hurt yourself.
I'm joining in here.
Skeptic something solidarity there. Thank you. Tahi.
I think we might have lost him. Is he hearing any of this? Tahi, can you nod
Well,
if you're hearing this? Oh,
It was really choppy before, so I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
like what I
I see.
Camera
can
fixing
do about my
intensifies.
internet. because everyone sounds robotic
No worries, man.
in random spots, and now I can't see.
Check my voice mod. Have I turned it on by mistake? No worries, mate. It's okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. We need those tech goblins. Everyone, send swords.
No,
Where's
now Discord's camera escape.
We need dread
Okay, there we go.
swords. Dread
Alright.
swords. Dread swords. There they are. Fight the tech goblins. Die. Roar. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Go, Tahi, go.
Now you're muted.
Nope.
I
Nope.
can't hear you.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't hear you.
Well, I saw a few fars
We see
in there.
a lot of, sort of zoomed in on the mouth, sort of like, oh, for fuck's sake. Tech, man, don't worry
Zoom
about
in.
it.
Enhance.
Yes.
Read.
Oh, my audio not coming through.
Okay,
it is.
now it
Now
is.
it
Yeah.
is.
Go, go, go. Oh no.
It's gone again. Oh no.
Oh,
We
no.
heard you say,
You
"Is my
guys
audio
talking,
coming
if
through?"
it's
And
choppy
that was
for me,
all.
then it's
Oh,
Coming through now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Very
mime.
quiet.
Dumbass.
You have to be loud.
No, can't
It's
hear you,
like-
mate.
Where's your audio?
It was clear for me just now, and then like you guys randomly.
It sounds like an individual.
It does.
Mhm.
Seems like
Easier for
whenever he's
video?
it seems like whenever he's complaining about the issue, it comes through. But whenever he tries to continue about the story,
Yeah.
it stops.
When I try to do something, it does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not your microphone on the side, by the way.
Sure, I
You might
should
want
fix
to sit
it.
closer.
Your mic?
I don't think he's using that mic.
No.
Okay.
Using this for Cernscape.
Okay.
Okay,
Try now.
try.
We heard that, so try now. Sorry, everybody. Bear with us. Does anyone read lips? Someone could do dictation in
Someone
chat.
translate.
I wonder if it is actually maybe the video is maybe conflicting.
maybe
Yeah, I
if
think-
it's
yeah.
maybe the phone's
Sound?
trying to pick up sound and the other microphone
Headphones
might
used
be
that before.
cancelling each other out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
He
Tahi.
might be,
Tahi, try.
speaking dog whistle.
Maybe. Tahi, try killing your video. Can you hear us?
I don't know if this is playable because there's so much delay and everything that I say ends up just getting cut off, right?
Yeah, turn off your video.
Try that.
It's worked for me before.
Yeah.
Wait for everyone, wait for it. We get a cat instead, which is nice. Okay, we'll need to juggle some videos here. Hang on. I'll do it in the other mode here. I hate how Discord moves all the videos around if you turn one of them off. Why does it do that? How do I need to do this?
It's not meant to be a stream software, I guess.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Still there, Tahi? Could you hear us, or are we still choppy?
You can have my
Yeah, that's a bandwidth issue. I can hear it.
Weird.
Because it's usually
Yeah, 'cause it's
fine.
fine usually. Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's fine.
Try this. Crow Caramel, whoop whoop ahoy! I'm here to understand how to play this game. I'm not sure if this is the right place to be.
Yeah. We're playing a completely randomized mission.
Randomized characters.
Randomized everything.
You're more than welcome, but you might want to keep one hand on the door.
We're very happy to have you. Thank you, Crow Caramel.
Yeah.
But yes, what we're doing here is a randomly generated thing on the slot, including randomly generated internet connections.
It's odd for it to be like this.
Right? Yeah, so we play. Yeah.
I mean, we play every week.
We
and
play at
it's
this time,
fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like losing. It's like losing
Maybe-
that one sock
No worries, Crumbrex.
in the washing machine.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe we should use Spoon. Maybe that works.
It'd take too long to get set up.
Otherwise,
So,
that'd be fine. China
just gonna-
already knows exactly where I am. So
I'm about to forge on. Tahi, join us when you
enjoy.
can, mate. Okay.
Does someone want to give just a brief intro for him, just so that everyone knows who he is?
Yeah, I can jump in there with that. Okay, so Tahi, when he joins us, will be joining us hopefully as a hedge, as you can see in his lovely little token there. He is a hedge wizard, fighter, ranger, warlock. Maybe. Okay, he's getting the audio. That's good. Maybe too many classes for his internet connection.
Maybe.
It's too much multi-classing. Can't cope. Okay, so yes, with his patron Ertu. Okay, for his warlock, and yeah, Michael, can you give a shot within there, see if you can get sorted. Okay, so I'm going to be jumping into this, and Tahi will be jumping in, teleporting in from somewhere as soon as he gets the chance. We're looking forward to seeing him. Now, everyone, you have been pulled from various locations around the multiverse of D&D, and you find yourselves in a beautiful, sunlit cloudscape. Cumulus clouds, cotton candy-esque, just like stretching out as far as the eye can see. Soft-looking cushion-like, mounds like piled up in certain places, and it's atop one of these mounds of cloud, kicking their feet back and forth, kind of absent-mindedly. You can see a gnome. He's got a staff, and on top of the staff is a little bird that he seems to be chatting away with to himself. And you appear in this strange cloudscape from your various home locales, or wherever you were adventuring just before this. And you start walking, looking confusedly at each other. Davira, you're not walking, of course, you are riding Walieris, as is normal.
As is normal.
Yes. So,
Onboard, steed.
I walk up to the bird that this gnome is talking to. Hail, friend!
oh, how's it going?
Are you another ambassador?
Me? No, I'm a bird.
Exactly.
Not like one of the humblewood birds, just a bird.
I don't understand.
Jimmy, it's okay. Let's just leave it. It's okay. Everyone, and the gnome turns and addresses you. Welcome. I'm so glad that you could join us today, and thank you for being here. Now, come back. You've shifted us all around again, Tahi.
Well, it's the same positions as before, so it might.
We'll
shift.
see how it goes.
Oh, that's better. Heard you clearly there.
Yeah, that was very nice. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
we'll
Fingers
see how it
crossed.
Thank you for the introduction.
Hello, brother. How's it going?
Hello.
Well, brother-in-law, anyway. My brother-in-law in chat.
Ah,
The aptly named Big Man Studios.
Nice.
is this the one that's actually like bigger than you?
You've seen the photo, right? yes.
It shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't be
Nice.
possible. You're like 60'12".
Yes, indeed. Okay, so as you find yourselves in this cloudscape, actually, I'm gonna do this. This should put us back in the right place. Maybe. Yes, it did. Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, so you find yourself here in this cloudscape with this forest gnome sat there puffing on his pipe, he's like, nah, Jimmy, it's okay. Calm down. Yes, 6'12" last time I checked. And Jimmy, the Cockney bird, as you will ever be known. Thanks, thank you, Alex. Is waiting there for you all. He's like, I'm so glad that you could join me. Sorry to interrupt your busy schedules. I know you're all renowned adventurers in your own rights, but we have desperate need of you all. Can you help us?
What's the question?
So, the rest of you see, okay, this centaur clopping along with this Aasimar mounted on the back in armor, proud-looking paladin type.
She seems kind of distracted. She's looking at all these animalist creatures around, and she's kind of just eyeing the owl a little bit, wondering if it's soft.
I'm doing. Walrus is doing his customary. Can I hide here? So he's kind of like hunkering down into clouds that he's passing by and seeing just how sneaky he can get.
This might actually be successful.
Not working. Actually, one thing he does do is he stamps down really hard. Do I hear any footprints or sounds of like foot hitting anything? Or is it as pillowy and soft as it looks?
It's as pillowy and soft as it looks. Ideal for roguing around.
I immediately start to do that prance that horses do when they're like super excited or happy. It's like, no one can hear this.
Like the like those. Is it Spanish? The Spanish ones have that. They really do that really amazing like.
Is it the Lipizzaner stallion? Is it?
Yeah, right.
You should rein it in there. You'll stir up trouble.
Oh, here we go. Here we
that's
go.
2 in a row.
Sorry, it was on the stream there. Skeptic, I fixed it. Okay, so, yes, you see this large bird folk, one from Humblewood, one of the Strigs, the owl type of the bird folk, and also another humble folk here, a hedge, looking rather confused in the various equipment that they're carrying. All sorts of different bits and bobs in play here. And
So excited about everything.
and you approach the forest gnome, and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness. We definitely need your help. There's a crisis down in the Underdark. We have a group already working for us. My good friend Tidra has set one of her best men on it already, but they are about to arrive in the Kotor village of Subludup. But the whole village has gone crazy. They found themselves one of those new gods of theirs. They keep coming up with them like 12 a week. I don't know what they're playing at, but they found themselves a new god and it's thrown the whole village into chaos. If those poor adventurers of Tidra arrive there before the problem's sorted, I do not know what's going to happen. And I think they're going to arrive there around about lunchtime tomorrow.
How super convenient.
Sammy, you still there? And I need you to go. But first, you must find out exactly what's going on. Our spy had to flee the area, and they have gone back to their safe house. So, I need you all to first make your way to the safe house. It's up on the top of the ring. I hope you don't get vertigo or strange sickness from walking upside down. But I'll create a portal for you, and then you just need to jump through that, and that'll take you. And once you arrive in Sigil, make your way over to the safe house. You can't miss it. It's the one next to the faux church of the Lady of Pain. I don't know why she still lets that be there. It's a bizarre thing. But the small workshop next to this mockery of a church to the Lady of Pain. Head on. Yes, Crow Caramel. As we are. Hola. You're in good company. And I need you to head there, meet with our informant, find out exactly what's going on. They will give you your portal key to get to the Underdark. Get to Slubludup. Deal with this ridiculous fake god of theirs. And then you will be returned to me, and I can return you home. What say you? You will be richly rewarded.
Oh, this sounds like it'll be a hoot.
I'm sorry he's with you.
Wow.
Sometimes the selection process is a little random.
He'll be well taken care of.
I lean
What do you
forward.
think,
and
my What do you think, my steed? Should we venture on this adventure?
Venture on the venture. Sorry, I
This
said
voice
shit
is
like
on
that all the
you, chat. This voice is on you.
time. What?
I think it sounds kind of dangerous, but I'm on board for the money.
Well, then
They
it's
asked-
settled. isn't
They
it?
said I had to be
I see.
yours.
Oh, they
Sorry.
did. They did.
Okay, well I can't use that one. That's one of my puns I need to write off my list.
I was
Got it
sideswiping you
there.
for that exact reason, Michael.
I
You're not
always
having that
wondered.
one.
I always wondered what a centaur assassin sounded like, and now I know. Now I know.
you
Ah,
wanted to
there
know.
it goes. Okay. Noted. 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 Right. So, all of you are ushered across the cloudscape with little Arafor Tan as he plops down off this cloud cushion and starts leading the way. What do you think, Jimmy? Should we give them the VIP treatment? Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. This little bird's like skipping up and down excitedly on top of the stuff. Sorry, I'm afraid you can't see Jimmy in the token. He is just off shot in the token there. But trust me, he is there. And you make your way across the clouds until Arafor stops you all and starts to move his staff in a circular type pattern. And as he does so, like a whirlpool, the surface of the cloud drops down, causing like a funnel that leads down into the cloud itself, with a swirling blue and purple light spiraling around the interior. And Arafor Tan says to you all, "In you go then."
Oh no, I think I'm changing my mind right now. I think,
Come
is
on.
there a
Come
non-VIP
back with
treatment?
me.
I'm in.
Peer over the
What's
edge,
this
like,
fighting?
Doesn't look good.
Well, it can't be bad, can it? Maybe?
You're gonna dig your heels into my side again, aren't you?
Possibly.
I really hate it when you I go
Okay, the paladin on his trusty steed leap into the vortex. Waliaris, Nidoris, what are you doing?
I've looked
Screaming.
everyone up and down
Oh,
very
not me,
slowly and very judgingly. And this whole time I've also been looking at Jimmy the Cockney bird, and I also have a bird on my shoulder. It's kind of black, and you realize it's a crow, and it's kind of falling apart a little bit, but you know, it's holding together strangely enough. And so I'm looking at Jimmy, I'm maintaining eye contact, and I'm looking at my bird, and then I just step into the hole and fall in. Just maintain eye contact all the way down.
Shoo! Jumping in. Waliaris?
Sorry, me, Walieris? I'm
Oh,
currently toilet
sorry,
bowling.
the messed up overlay confused me.
Oh.
Apologies.
Sorry.
I'm just going. "Ah!" As I go down.
Talk about the hedgehog?
No, Michael is who I was going for, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
The scene did a little like a flutter up and kind of like raised about like half a foot off the air, and it just kind of then landed and ran through.
Okay. And then Phaeacis?
He's gonna do some roly-polies and just forward roll his way in.
Alright, okay.
Taking a very defensive route.
Okay, sorry everyone, I'm being fussy here. I do want everyone in the right spot here, because you know, I like it. I like it a lot. So
If it's my camera, I apologize.
Yeah, when the camera goes on and off, it changes people's positions.
Alright, sorry about that, John.
no, it's
with the off, I can actually
it's
do-
Discord, not you. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Like, gets them up.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Is
talk
that,
like
is
this.
that your
And-
breakup line, John? It's not you, it's Discord.
And regardless, you don't have to worry about it because we have it sorted now, so no problem. Boop! There we go. Everyone back in the same spot. By the way, big thanks to Darvira and Nodoris for staying in the correct spots all the time.
Professionals,
Well,
I would
sorry.
say.
Bonus points, bonus points. Bonus XP if we were doing that, but we're not. Alright, so. Yes, Crow
You're not
Caramel,
supposed
there
to
is.
know where the rogue is at any point.
There is a crow. There is a crow, but it's a dead crow, I'm afraid. Kind of. More on that later. Now, as you all jump through the cloud down into the vortex, everything goes dark. And each of you find yourself falling in this strange, misty, kind of weird, out of space, out of time environment, not knowing which way's up and just aware of some kind of physical sensation of falling and moving, going down lower and lower. And Nodoris,
Yes.
as you fall into the mists and the mists wrap around you, you realize it is the same mists. The same mists from which a voice beckons to you in your quest for never-ending life. And the crow, just before now, up in the clouds, it had been kind of like just like pacing around a little bit, looking around with its beady eyes, observing the scene, being basically very crow-like. Its head and body suddenly goes rigid. Its head swivels on the spot, and its beady eyes lock with yours. Well, Nodoris, fancy meeting you here.
I cannot wait.
Fancy
what do you
meeting
have in-
myself here. I usually only do this voice on a Thursday evening.
It's always
As-
an honor.
Your patron, Strad von Zarovich, reaches out through the mists. What are you about?
What am I about? You mean here? Have I been
Yes,
sent through?
you've been
some-
away for so long.
Hmm.
We missed you.
I am sorry. I've been doing some research. Not sure it's anything compared to what you gave me, however.
Of course not.
Still not enough. Obviously no comparison. I'm so glad we had that particular meeting. Now, as for what I'm doing, there's a village apparently that needs
A village.
some kind of false god.
I'm more about terrorizing villages than
Mm.
saving them, but do what you must. Do what you must.
Well, anything to keep my cover.
Just remember, any particularly strong artifacts that you find, you bring them to me next time you are through the mists.
No one will know. I have disadvantage on stealth.
I will send some of my Vistani at first chance I get.
I'll
I'm-
watch for them.
Dealing with a bit of a troublesome bunch over here at the moment. But I'm
Nothing for you,
sure-
I'm sure.
Oh,
What's
don't
under
worry.
your feet?
I just showed them what they're up against as I went and ragdolled them around Verlaki like they were not ready for.
They don't know what they're up against.
No, they do not. As is the case with whatever you are up against as well, my dear. I'm
Take
sure
my chances.
you will handle things splendidly.
I always do.
And as the voice fades away and the crow just comes back to itself, and it kind of, as you're falling, kind of comes up off your shoulder and kind of flaps its wings to, like steady itself and comes back, lands back down, and its leg kind of breaks. It's like, oh, it's like, shoves it back in. bit janky, but it's okay. And as you do this, you start to emerge from the mists. As do you all. The mists start to thin out, and you find yourselves. Let me switch over here. You all find yourselves marching through a city. And all around you are people, various races, in uniform, carrying some kind of device. The artificers amongst you recognize these as black powder weapons, not something to be trifled with, as you, all of you, are being escorted, as you have suddenly appeared in the city of Sigil, under guard, and being escorted God knows where. Zinstein, you are shoved rudely in the back, as the guard says, "Come on, gonna move on. The Lady of Pine will see you all soon, and then you'll be tried, no doubt found guilty, and it's the maze for the lot of you." And some of the other guards like, "Yeah, they're gonna get mazed. They're gonna get mazed."
I mean, at least I feel safer.
Sorry, what was that, Davira?
Do you know what this maze thing is? Just speaking to the center.
Walieris?
Walieris just looks back at you and his face is just completely green. He's just like...
Let it out. Let it out.
Portal sickness.
Oh, I immediately vomit on the guard in front of me. I did not like that portal travel. I after wiping my mouth.
Wait, how that with a
Your arms.
a massive leg up.
About your
That's
arms,
some
too.
amazing flexibility.
Yeah, this is something you don't know about him. He doesn't actually have any arms. All he's got is the centaur
He's got
suit.
an armless torso.
And then just a smooth body.
Oh god.
No, I have arms. I'm a centaur. I have. You don't want to like do that and catch all the vomit on your palm.
Because you did that, I thought you were miming the hoof.
I have one massive elongated leg. It's just up and no.
Nadoris.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Walieris knows. They're too sick to think straight, but you have heard of being mazed. You have heard of the Lady of Pain. And you know that if you are mazed, there is no going back. You will never find your way out. You will never escape. Cheers, Alex.
Unless you're the nameless one. Shout out to everyone who got that reference.
And you are being marched through the streets under guard. What would you like to do?
Pick up some stones.
I'm sorry. What have we done to deserve this treatment? I really don't see what the issue is here at all. Free citizens, surely.
You're not talking your way out of this one, horny. You get the butt of a rifle.
Man. Well, I mean, I probably...
The Ambassador General will hear about this, I'll have you know. I am the Junior Undersecretary. I'm Deputy Junior. I will tell everyone.
No, you won't, mate. Because you're going to get mazed. And you're never going to see anyone, ever, again.
But I'm pretty sure whatever we did, it can't be bad enough to result in mazing.
That's for the Lady of Pain to decide, ain't it?
She sounds lovely.
And all of you see, as you're being marched through, the city tends to bend towards the right side of where you're walking, and you actually see, just like in Inception, it curls up and over as you find yourselves on the inside surface of a torus, a big, massive donut-shaped ring, and you can see a mountain peak jutting up in the center over to your left side. But on the right side, the actual city itself, the streets, the buildings, everything stretches up and round, curling over, and you can see buildings hanging down from above you, and you can see people, it's quite small, they're quite far away, but there are actually people up there moving around, walking upside down, and don't seem to be affected by that at all.
How many guards are escorting us right now?
There are 15 guards.
Oh, never mind. All right, I just look across at our Governor General, whatever he called himself, with this pleading look in my eyes,
You're gonna have to do some fast talking, friend.
I guess I'll have to wing it.
Quick question: how big is the centaur?
Thank you, Crow Carmel.
How big am I?
Because you'll be a whole size bigger than me, right?
I think I'm actually 2 sizes bigger than you, depending on how big a hedge actually is. I count as, for the purposes. No, I'm humanoid. I think I'm just. I count as large for carrying things. It said, but I mean, I think my actual silhouette is. John, you'll have to.
You're big. You're horse size. So
I'm horse
Yeah,
size.
so I'm 3 feet tall, right? So is it possible to do, because I don't know if Faces actually has any prepared, but if there are stones around, I would like to pick some up because I want to start what is it? Magic. I want to cast magic stone on them as we're going through. So I have some stuff prepared.
Okay.
But I don't know if I need to do any sleight of hand checks or anything like that.
No, you can stoop down and scoop up a couple as you're walking along.
Cool.
The guard next to you kind of just like shoves you rudely. He's like, "Stay upright, and no boring up, bloody edge."
It's just, just
Can
checking
I-
my shoelaces.
How close is the bird walking to us, by the way?
And me? I'm about
Yes.
like 4 foot tall.
Oh,
So you're a
foot
bit
taller
down a
than
little
me.
bit then.
Cheers, FC.
But very like up chest up.
Darvera is definitely gonna try to like sneakily just pet you on top to see if you're soft.
He's incredibly soft. He's well groomed.
So as soon as she touches you, she's just being like, oh.
He definitely gives you that like really disappointed like.
Darvera, smack. You get smacked in the side. No fraternizing. Get down off
Who's
there.
the leader?
You hold down from the back of the centaur.
I have never felt
You're gonna have
so
to
free.
walk.
I have never felt so free. I'm like a colt on an open pasture.
She immediately grabs the little like collar thing and just like no.
I have a collar.
Right,
Collar,
right,
whatever.
The reins?
Right,
the
right,
reins,
like-
yeah.
Reins?
I look at
I
you
guess
and
it
I'm
would be
like,
reins, right?
when did
On
you
the
put
centaur?
that on?
Reins, I assume it would be, right?
Okay, so Nadoris, yeah.
Who's the leader?
There is someone in a slightly different uniform at the front.
Okay. Does he seem like the type? I probably know that, would I?
The type.
The type.
Does he
Can
seem
I-
like the type?
Is he the type?
You know, the type.
Okay. Can I try and catch his attention?
Sure.
Actually, of course I will. I am Nadoris. I'm not scared of anything.
Mhm.
I'm going to walk up to him, and I'm going to grab my tool and turn him around. I imagine I'm quite a bit taller than him with my arms and everything.
Yep.
Okay. I'll tower over him, and I'll tell him in a very soft and gentle voice. You really don't know who you're dealing with here, do you? You
Turns
really
around.
should let us go about our own business. And as I'd like to turn it into my form of dread.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, no.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let me
How does-
start looking up my attack spell.
How does this work?
Where's my
What does it look
escape
like?
spell?
I don't really care about the combat part. I more just want it for the terrifying part. So basically, for 1 minute, I will look horrifying, and given who my patron is, so I think I'm not sure if anyone else will be seeing this. I probably will have some kind of, I guess my face is kind of blocked from some sides, but you see my cheekbones kind of hollow out, and my skin gets kind of pale, and there's something very sort of feral about my features. My teeth get a little bit longer. My nails lengthen a little bit. I'm not really sure. I probably also look slightly better dressed than usual because it's Strahd. But there's something that's overwhelmingly menacing about me. I would like to think.
Okay.
You would like to think. You hope.
Okay, give me an intimidation check with advantage.
I have +7 to intimidation. It's a 23.
Wow. Okay. Now, as Nadoris changes her appearance, Chizidh, and you see the captain of the guards quail visibly. What do the rest of you do to try and enhance this effect to accelerate this effect.
Let me see my face actually. I was going to some other first.
Davira, is there anything you can do to add to this?
Yes, kinda.
What you got?
Yes. The word is gonna add in a conquering presence, which is as an action. You can choose creatures within 30 feet to make them make a wisdom save.
Okay.
If they fail, they become frightened. So I will add in to this frightening presence.
All right. Can you also give me an intimidation check with advantage?
Will do.
And while you're rolling that, Phaeacis, what are you doing?
Let's try Druidcraft, and it's a cantrip, and he can make. No, not the sound of a small animal. Maybe, maybe I can make her smell bad.
Okay. So you just.
There's no fire around, right? They're not carrying torches or nothing.
No, I'm afraid not.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, let's make you kind of smelly. Actually, no. Puzzle wind. Let's like. Wait, hang on. Let's take a look at your portrait again. Let's just make your hair like flare up instantaneously with a small puzzle wind as you change your form to intimidate this guy.
All right. Okay. So. Yeah, as that happens, the effect kicks in, and you are even more intimidating with the help of your Strigg ally, your new Strigg ally. And as all of that is going on, Walyaris, what are you doing?
I'm going to take an action to attempt to hide, as everyone's attention is probably dragged across to what's happening there. Now, I'm not going to try and sneak away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hide and basically get close behind this guy we're intimidating, so that when he takes a step back in fear, he's going to bump right into my chest. And when he looks up, I'm just going to be looming over him.
Fantastic. Okay, give me a stealth check.
I
How
am
stealthy is this
bizarrely bad at
centaur?
it.
You'll notice as you walk around.
There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. You hear this clop, clop, clop. I am not stealthy.
Yep. Gone are the soft clouds. Now you have cobblestones. And
That
He
is
just
an
thinks he's
8
stealthy, right?
in total. That's how stealthy I am as a freaking centaur. What do you want from me? I
Okay.
am a hobbled with this character before I begin.
You're a walking work of art. What can
it's okay, because he's still freaked out as he sees you just menacingly walking, trying to be stealthy, looping around him, but he's still got this terrifying visage in front of him of Nodoris. Zinstein, what are you doing?
He's gonna notice that everyone else is doing stuff. He's gonna use message and try and intimidate and well, the word is gone. Copy her voice so that he's gonna hear her voice from behind him as well, and just repeat what she had said to him, but from coming from behind him as well.
Nice.
Okay. Using message.
Mr. Whisters, ideally.
Basically, this captain is going to be an absolute quivering mess, and we're then going to get shot
should
by
be.
14 other guns.
Give me a performance check.
Performance check.
Give me a short campaign.
Yes. Oh, there's my dice there.
What's there? It's not bad.
I've got a +7 to this, so hopefully it'll be good. Oh yeah, that's 22.
Nice. Okay. And Nodoris, for one more time, for posterity's sake, what do you say to this guard, Captain?
What do I say? You're messing with powers far beyond what your puny mind can understand. I would recommend you leave and perhaps not think of us again. Know where to find you.
What do you mean? There's
Cock an eyebrow. Look him up slowly and down to get the impression, perhaps, that I'm just memorizing his face.
there are no powers here but her, the Lady of Pain. No one.
Would you like to test that?
No other entity can set foot here. And one of the other guards, shakily raises a hand. Sir, don't you remember that time Vecna was here? And he's like, oh gods, you're right.
I'm leaning very close, and I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make my eyes sparkle a little bit, like there's deep flames in the backs. And
one of the other guards catches on to what's going on here. He's like, Sir, I think I heard a disturbance that we should check out over there. And he's like,
I slowly
yes.
turn to look at him.
Yeah, very well, Corporal. Yeah, yes, men. Let's go. Women, and you too. Let's go. And they just they turn and it's like, if you'll see yourself to the Lady of Pain, please. Her church is just 3 streets down there and up round the bend a little bit.
Round the bend. I see.
Okay. Right, Ben. That way. That way? Yes, that way. Okay. To the disturbance.
Did I manage to get behind him? Does he turn around into me, or am I still trying to circle him like a really stupid shark?
He does. Yeah, he does actually. Just like firstly, just like impacts you, and sidesteps around you, and he's like, "Come on, men, everyone, let's go!" And they just like hoofing it down the street away, looking over their shoulders again, over and over again at all of you.
John, can I just make a request?
Mm-hmm.
Hoofing it's my thing. Don't do that.
Damn it, another pun I need to take off my list. Come on, man. That was my one we need to escape.
like-
They fled. John, they
Maxine and I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay, so you are left alone, having been requested politely to turn yourselves in.
Shall we continue to hand ourselves in?
Do we still go?
I guess so.
Well,
Here, isn't it?
we were sent there to look for someone, right? Do we know
Oh
who-
yes, some quest
Much
or
prefer to do
something
it
or other.
ourselves.
It was as vague. Our instructions were as vague as the reward was.
Yeah.
At least we can go there on our own now. Start
I-
walking.
Let's not stay here at least. This is not a good place to stay.
I mean,
I'm sure if
Follow
we
the
were sent
scary
there
one.
by such a powerful yes, if we were sent there by such a powerful being, I'm sure whoever this contact is will be able to find us regardless of where we are, right?
I look
Let's get
across
to a
at
safe place.
I look across at Adoris and I'm like,
can you dial that down now? They've gone. Can you?
She looks at you, she doesn't say anything, but her face slowly melts back to normal.
so he starts going like, can you dial that down? It's they're gone, and you look at him and he just goes, cause they're, I mean, don't.
Okay. Noted. Right. So, what are you all doing? What's next?
Head off to the mission, I guess. That's what we're given first, and then we must hand ourselves in.
Church.
It is the law.
Law.
It's better to know what
No,
we're doing rather
sure,
than
it's
just
that.
being taken in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We should be knowing what
We
we're
can
being
walk at our
taken in
own
for.
speed. Yeah.
Then be taken in.
I'm nodding, and then I turn to Darvira and I'm like,
We're not doing that, are we? We're not gonna. Oh, you're giving me the same look that other chick was. No, okay, I'm just gonna stop.
We're
No,
not.
okay, as long as we're on the same page, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, I have no intention of going to any jail or maze for that matter.
Because I mean, I can't go back. You know that.
I know.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh, crap! You were listening to that. Oh, nothing. Absolutely.
I mean, we're
You're
in tunnel right
You're
now.
not very
By-
stealthy,
By
let me
the way,
just
it's
say.
pretty bad man.
Please
It's
apply to
tweeds
your voice
drop.
as
I'm
well.
just saying. Nothing.
Look,
It
it's
was-
not my fault, you're just naturally loud.
I was framed.
Okay.
Are
So-
there any bugs around?
Any what, sorry?
Any bugs around?
We're just walking
Any
towards
worms
the
or anything?
church, I
Insects?
guess.
his face is hungry? Is that what this is?
No, he can speak with bugs.
Oh,
Um,
crap. Okay, that's awesome.
Not up at this altitude.
Oh. Oh.
Darvira's
Oh,
gonna
well,
climb back
okay.
up on
Unless
on
it
her
was-
steed.
So there are no flying insects then?
You're at the top of an infinitely tall mountain.
Great.
As
Well,
you
there's some critical details here that I've obviously missed. Okay,
okay.
never mind. I was going to ask them about this person we're going to talk about, but they probably wouldn't have a clue anyway.
Maybe not. We're not sure. But you make your way in the direction that you adjusted, having seemingly heading in the same direction as your contacts. Their apothecary shop was located next to this so-called Church of the Lady of Pain, and you make your way down the street and just look around at the wondrous, view that is surrounding you here. You see all kinds, as we can see in our picture here. You see a couple of Nadoris. You recognize them as Vroks, demon Vroks, perched up on the bridge there. You see Goliaths. You see down the street further along, a beholder comes floating out from the side of one of the streets, and you see all manner of different creatures, and there's a flaming skull. Dag, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. I was so happy I got to catch your stream earlier today. A big hello to Dead Aussie Gamer and all of the raiders that are there with them. Welcome in. Okay, we have found ourselves in our randomly generated one-shot, making a brief call by the city of Sigil, and they are looking for a contact to get more information on how to deal with the what's the word I'm looking for? The sudden worshipping and the crazy situation that's been created by a new Kortor god that has made them risen up in Slubladoop down in the Underdark, and they are going oi 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 as they are going to find out this contact. They're making their way through the streets here.
Oi oi oi!
Oi, oi,
Oi
oi.
oi! Oi oi!
We heard
this-
someone say in the marketplace, we assume it's just what you're supposed to say in city. We're
I
like,
agree.
oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. It's just
Oi, oi,
it's
oi.
everything. It's how you greet the people, you know? Oi, oi.
Okay, and you make your way down the streets and follow the directions that were given, and you make your way around the corner there. And Nadoris, you see a very bizarre sight. You see clearly a diva angel just
Not like a diva.
walking side by side, chatting with a demon, an abyssal creature. Normally just at each other's throats, the worst of enemies, but here, it seems in Sigil, all of those boundaries, all of those norms just cannot be accounted upon. And
I
yes, Davir.
like this place. This place doesn't make any sense.
They're probably emissaries. They have to discuss such treaties and such between the realms. Makes sense.
Easiest way
fair
to pick
enough.
someone's pockets is to walk beside them. I've been told.
In their
Well,
pockets.
yeah.
Suddenly
Justin.
take all my pockets.
You're missing a feather.
I didn't keep feathers in my pockets. How did that happen?
Your feathers
I
are your
plucked it
pockets.
from you, put it in your pocket, then pickpocketed that.
In front of you all, stands a tall, jagged, dark stone building with various railings around the outside and across the windows as well, and the black wood of the door firmly shut. And you see the large arched windows with stained glass in them, but black, grey, various shades of discolor and off-color. You're very curious as to what that would look like from the inside, although there's no sunlight to speak of here as you make your way through this bizarre
Just like
city.
natural light, but not sunlight.
Your head kind of gets dizzy as you see it still rising up in front of you, curling up and round above you, and you see the visage of the Lady of Pain, her impassive mask face surrounded by blades, as a design, a logo above the door of this building. But you quickly look past it to a small, hunched building, dilapidated, with a thin wisp of sickly-looking green smoke coming out of a half-fallen-down chimney, and a brass sign hanging off above the door with a chemical-looking apparatus, like a test tube almost, and some kind of tongs or something, depicting the trade of whoever's inside. And from all sounds, this sounds like
can
the
we
place
go-
you were supposed to go.
Do we go to the poop shack or to the church?
I mean, if you need the toilet, then it'd probably be wise to go first.
Yeah, I guess.
Get off
Also,
me.
No, I've already been.
Get off your high
Yeah,
horse.
if you're gonna...
Hey, Daisy.
That was a one-time special occasion because you really couldn't afford to get off me at that time.
No,
Get off
no,
me
I-
now if you need the toilet.
don't talk about that here. Shh. New people.
No, I've
color
already
are
been
you,
twice. What are
actually?
you talking about?
Yeah,
Bro,
Go.
would it matter?
What color's my mane? I don't know. Did you dye it, Davros, at any point?
Yes.
If
Yes.
you did, then it's up to you. What color is my mane? And
It
have
is
I noticed?
definitely pink.
It's pink. And have I noticed?
A pink
No.
assassin,
I
great.
have not noticed it's pink. I think it's brown.
No.
supposed to be brown, I guess.
This is why my stealth sucks.
You're right, pink horse.
I've hung little like bells off you just because it looks nice.
Have I noticed those either?
No.
Someone's
Okay.
been following
Ding,
him.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I think I have a special sense. Every time I'm in danger, I hear ringing bells.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Sam's getting nervous about tomorrow's session.
Okay.
Well, if we're heading for the alchemist, maybe we should go there first, right?
Yes,
Let's go.
that's where that strange little creature that was friends with the bird sent us.
Oh, yes. The little gnome, yeah.
That's the one.
Look, as long as he's friends with animals, I'm okay with him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Get chilling out. It was like walking past you and his head turns to like all the way around to continue looking at you. Walking back.
Does that mean that Devira also approves of Nidoris with her lovely little undead crow? It's only live animals, you ageist.
Okay, so you approach this dilapidated building, and there is a terrible smell from inside. Acrid, hints of sulfur, brimstone, and is that broccoli?
I look back at Darvira and I cock one eyebrow.
No, it's not for eating.
I shrug. It was worth a try.
As an artificer, could I possibly identify what that might be coming from in terms of that combination of smells?
Broccoli.
Besides the broccoli.
You can give me an insight check.
Okay, I don't think I'm very good at insight. Nope, I'm not. That is coming through. It's gonna be an 8.
Yeah.
It's better
Okay.
than the alternative.
It just
Welcome
seems like
to
a
the-
very
Oh,
experimental, a very adventurous alchemist is hard at
Okay.
work in this place.
I just see me thinking lunch,
maybe.
so they put it in their food these days.
So, what do you do?
Is it like are we inside now or is it like we're just at the front door?
No, you're just coming up to the building.
I'll give it a
Well,
little.
maybe our owl. What were you like? General.
Owl?
Do you make any noises when you knock?
Just a common owl.
Strikes make noises when they knock with their wings, though, 'cause it's also surely.
It kind of just like flaps at it, and then he realizes it's
Aw.
not working, so he just like takes his little talons out, just like chaps with his talons.
Before you,
I'll-
as you go to do that, though, I say like,
Well, hang on a minute. Should I maybe scout on ahead as the stealthiest member of this party?
I couldn't get out with a straight face.
As the stealthiest member of this party, should I sneak?
I can't do it.
Should I sneak in? I can sneak in.
I don't
Oh,
see why
yes,
we need
yeah,
to.
yeah.
We're welcomed customers. We were sent here. If you want to
How-
practice your trade, I will not say no, but
How tall's the door?
Like normal size, like humanoid size, like 7
Okay,
feet
so
tall.
I can't ride the centaur while going inside. So
No,
I'll
I
have
would
to-
recommend it.
Do you have legs? I was really...
They
Not-
exist.
In front of the apothecary, there's nothing, but you do see in front of the church to the Lady of Pain, there is a bar for tethering mounts, if you so wish.
You know what? I'm just gonna get my shot in. All right. Like, Llama, have your legs atrophied with the amount of time you spent
Yes.
riding on my back?
Yes.
like
not been
it's
long,
like
but yes, they have.
years.
It's like- that was the first
You
time.
got to
people-
fusing into
okay.
one being.
You know what? Fine. I will
Step
let
off
myself
and just
be,
cracks.
I will let myself be tied to this hitching post. This is not my first rodeo. Whatever.
What does it look like? Just like holding onto a string that's attached to her on the loop. Like,
You're just holding it in your hand.
You see, while you're, you see a couple of goblins like looking at this whole process as they're walking by, and one of them turns, and you just hear just as before they go out of earshot, one turns to the other, like, well, if it's what they're into.
By the way, the hitching post is a quarterstaff that I have, which bizarrely enough has a horse's hoof attached to the one end of it. So I just like dig the quarterstaff into the ground. You tie whatever the hell you're tying to the hitching post that I have created, and I'm
bring your own hitching post. Okay.
I bring my own hitching post wherever I go.
Have hitching post will travel. Okay.
And you know, if something goes wrong, you will hear it. You just burst in, okay? You're big, burst in, scare the living shit out of people.
Stealthily.
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 You
He's
can
super
burst when
stealthy.
you're doing it stealthily.
Zinstina, you're knocking there, yeah?
Yeah. Jump
Yeah.
with the talons.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't, come in.
Okay.
Go in.
Thank you.
Shuffles in quite happily. I'm Deputy Junior Undersecretary Ambassador General Zinstein. And this I actually don't know. But they're with me. That's the one.
And your eyes take a moment. Even your strig eyes what do your strig eyes see? Take a moment to adjust
Not much, really.
to the dark interior of this place. But you hear before you see the various pieces of apparatus and tubes and Bunsen burners and glass. It looks like a miniature hamster playground. It's all the tubes going over and linking to each other. All these distilling things and all these things. Like strange smokes billowing through glass tubes and strange liquids gloop, gloop, glooping in the bottom of these various vessels. And this hunched figure with their back to you turns, and they've got this massive hooked nose, and their face is covered in boils, and just got very, very, very bad skin, and also a couple of kind of like alchemical burns in the mix as well. And he turned around and was like, hello.
Hello.
Who are you? What do you want today?
We were sent here by a Tanafor, a Ranafor.
A dinosaur? What?
The very small one.
No.
Bird.
Gnome. Bird.
That.
How is little Jimmy?
He seems a bit upset, to be honest, but.
Oh, he's always like that. He's always on the verge of kicking off, that one. Yes.
There was 2 birds in my vicinity. I was a bit scared. I was worried it was a bit of an attempted murder.
Are you here to deliver ingredients? Is this one for me? And he points to Fayes's.
Me?
Yes.
Not me.
I'm almost out of hedge quills.
Oh, well, here's 2.
Oh, thank you very
But 2
much.
give me 2.
So,
You can just take those off.
am I to
They grow back.
believe this is not a delivery?
Oh, I have a plan.
I'm disappointed. Well, what is it then? Why are you here? What do you want?
Talk to you?
You said you're friends? No. Oh,
Not my friend.
You know Error 410.
the gnomes at Arafat, not Jimmy. I thought you came from Jimmy. I thought you were here to case the joint, shake me over or something. I paid him
He was
last
there.
week.
Maybe that's why they do. And he points as if to Golden and Avia, and they realize the hordes are here. Like, that's why he's here, possibly. I'm not sure.
Well, if you're saying, if Jimmy's just not mad with me, it's Arafat that sent you.
It's Error 4.
Oh, thank the lady. All right then. Well then, I know what this is about. I just escaped, barely by the skin of my teeth. And he just like grins. He's got this horrible kind of graveyard-looking, like jagged tombstone, like teeth like sticking out of putrid gums, and his
Doesn't
breath.
seem like a lot of your teeth are left.
His breath rolls across the room, even above and beyond the smell of whatever he's making. He's like, "Oh, by the way, if you want to stick around, if you have the time, lunch is almost ready."
Hey, broccoli.
Generous offer, but I think we might want to take care of our little problem first.
Good.
Tell us what happened.
That's
A lot of
right,
paperwork
my asthma friend. Yes, it is. Yes, we need our vitamins. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, what's happened? Well, I just made it out. I was down in Slublid. I was trying to get
Bless
some
you.
Koatoa innards, and they have a little gland just in the bottom. I digress. Now, I was down in Slublid, and
Bless you.
you know what they're like. They're always coming up with these new gods, and when enough of them get together, it brings it and incarnates the thing and brings it into being a complete divine being. And they have just come up with a new one. They were all gathered round, and it was a strange thing. It was looked like a horse. They had a massive
What with us?
effigy of it that they had constructed. It must have been delivered by someone, because usually they cobble things together from body parts and fishnets and all kinds of other things. But no, this was a strange kind of glass structure. A dark black glass.
So it wasn't those Trojan necromancers then?
I've never heard of them. No. Anyway, they tried that once, they'll never get away with it again.
Very true.
I think they should try a big rabbit next time. Especially if they're in the Underdark going after the drow. They have those outrageous accents.
I smelled elderberries.
And their mother was a giant space hamster. Now.
Do it.
I'm disappointed. I can't.
Can I just break for a second? I love the one that doesn't speak French.
Yeah.
So good. So good. C'est un cadeau. He's like, what? It's a present. Oh. It's so good. He's just got a French accent but doesn't speak any French. Oh, so good. Anyway, sorry, I digress. He's like, yes, they've gathered round, and knowing them, they'll be onto something new tomorrow. They'll be onto something else, but
So then we don't need to deal with this? Oh, excellent.
no.
Oh, that was fast.
Something is stirring. I don't know what this glass horse is, but it's acting as a focus. It's focusing their belief into something else. Something is writhing, something tentacly, something strange with multiple heads is writhing and moving. It's like the abyss.
Can't
The
be good.
abyss
So what you're saying?
is growing.
What you're saying is we should destroy this thing, right?
We
Yes.
can't let
Glass.
this happen.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I want you to destroy it. Go down there. I will give you this. What do I need? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a moment.
My
Don't
little
give a
head,
shit about glass.
my
As
little
he's running
hedgehog
around
friend.
looking for stuff, can I see if there's anything useful in his lab that I can snitch?
Definitely. Yeah, have a look. Chat, can somebody roll me 2d100s, please?
My little hedgehog
If you've
friend,
got
you
'em.
picked up a little rock, didn't you? Rocks are super effective against glass. We all know this.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got many stones.
Oh, that sounds ideal. Although I think this might be a little sturdier than that.
A bigger stone?
Yeah, Absi, come on. Absi,
Magical
roll me
stone?
those new dice, those brand new dice that you've got for Saturday. D100s. Roll the two D10s together. Well, it's easy for me to say. One of them is the tens, one of them is the units. These ones. 40. Okay, and someone else,
Flat
give me one
40,
more, please. So, Nidoris, as this whole exchange is going on, you kind of peruse and look around the room, and you see a very interesting, very tempting-looking gemstone perched on a little tripod amongst some other apparatus.
While he's distracted, can I try to nab it?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh god, this is a very bad idea.
I was like that when you say I want to do something before you've ever looked at the character sheet, because these are all
Can
random
I-
characters, and then you go, that was a terrible idea.
It's my dumb stat. It's gonna be a disaster.
Thank you, Alicia.
Oh, it's actually not bad. As a 15, I have a -2 to stealth.
Okay,
or to
that's above and
sleight of
beyond
hand.
his passive perception, so he does not notice. So as you reach
Well, I'm
over,
gonna just pocket this lovely gem.
well, the problem is, as you reach over to grab it, there is a surge of protective magic that was guarding whatever this is. And somebody in chat, I need one more D100, please, as a
No.
wild magic trap is triggered.
Yeah, excellent.
Fireball,
Wonderful.
fireball, fireball.
I'm going 1 inch taller, 1 inch taller, 1 inch taller.
Potted plant. I want potted plant.
Give me one more D100, chat, please. Anyone's
Say
if
a
there's someone
wild
who hasn't had to go
magic
yet.
trap is the dumbest plan ever.
It really is.
He doesn't play
Something's
he's the
gonna happen.
sharpest knife in the drawer, to be fair.
Alicia's gonna be like,
the
we
Doris
both
is
play
also
wild
not
magic.
the smartest knife. The smartest knife in the drawer, the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah, he's not the cleverest. Yeah, that's right.
There's no Doris.
Like, Alicia also
Has she
plays
got to
wild
this
magic
point?
sorcerer. We understand each other.
Yeah, yep.
Always have to have wild magic.
Now, as I'm about to, as this is about to happen, someone give me that D100, please, in chat. And as this is happening, this alchemist turns to you, and he turns back and turns around with a bright green feather. Here you are. If you are holding this when you go through the doorway of the Church of the Lady of Pain, you will be transported to the caverns around Slewed Up. Here you are.
I take it.
You look like you're missing one.
I take it and just put it in like. 'Cause I've got like two, like my eyebrows are like two massive, like just two feathers that come up. So he puts it in the middle of those, so it's like he's got a third eyebrow.
Aww.
Okay, thank
So
you.
we get one each?
Surprised.
Now, Nadoris,
Have a
as you reach out,
27.
this magic surges, this crackling energy goes up your hand, and you manage to grab the thing and hide it away. And the alchemist turns, he's like, "Oh, watch out! Watch out! What you're touching? No! Be careful! Be careful! There's lots of nasty little things around. Be careful!"
I'm so sorry, I'll be careful.
Now I'm going to change this slightly. It says in here for the next minute, but I'm going to make it for the remainder of this session. Thank you for Absy Doodles for rolling that 27. Nadoris. All of your spells with a casting time of 1 action now have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Thank you. That was an
This is
excellent
my
roll.
Eldritch energy just comes rushing up your
Hell
arm, and you
yes!
feel yourself crackling between your horns, and you feel yourself enriched, empowered by this. And he's like, and the alchemist is like, "Oh, I think you got one of the good ones. Oh, yes."
I love the fact he doesn't give a shit. He's just been robbed. He just wanted to see what would happen. I think that's absolutely brilliant.
He's a true scientist.
And he runs over and orders, he's like, "May I see your hand? Is it okay?"
Oh yes, please. I think it's all right.
He's like,
Very powerful.
he looks very carefully, and then slowly licks up the back of your palm.
Aw.
Yes!
President
Yes.
said, like,
Tastes
useless
just
first layer
fine.
by Scott.
Okay, so, make
Also, I
haste!
think I taste really bad.
Make haste, make haste, all of you. You must go to the Underdark as quickly as possible. I hear...
But first, one question. Do we all have to hold a feather to teleport? Or...
No, it just triggers the portal, and then you can all make your way through. But don't dilly-dally, or else you'll be left behind. And then you can come and help me if you like with my experiments. Leave the hedge if you want, I could use him.
Right,
No.
I
I think you
many
should come with
important
me.
things
Come
to
on,
do.
gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Good. Maybe if
You're
I need part-time work.
You all bustle up out of the doorway
It
again,
was a
back.
pleasure to meet you. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yes, indeed.
Charming smile.
No,
Thank
we are supposed to go out
you.
and untie the centaur.
As you walk out, I've like if there was a hitching post, I've also managed to find a trough that was next to it. I have no idea what they used in place of water and sigil, but I am fucking hooked. I'm just like my head's in the trough now, just still holding the hitching
Not
post.
again! I told you, don't drink random liquids.
You spill back out onto the street, and you're surrounded by the noise of Sigil once more as you make your way out into that strange, kind of misty, smoggy kind of air that's hanging almost tangibly in the space between the crowded buildings that huddle over the streets here. And immediately to the right, as you come out of the door, you do see this so-called church. And you have your portal key. No time like the present.
So what happened?
We
Quick
got
We
a
found the
feather.
feather.
Yeah,
Coming,
quick catch up
gentlemen.
wasn't ensues.
We got a feather. She stole some stuff. Yeah, the
I
usual.
I was
Can we do
offered
that?
a job.
Did anybody see me do that?
No.
No idea.
She stole
Right.
stuff.
I would
I'm waving
never.
the flower. I'm waving the feather around, like trying to figure
Does
out
anybody
what it
does anybody have a passive perception of 15 or more?
does.
Definitely
Lee,
don't.
I think I
Hells
can,
no,
but
I
Perception,
no.
no. I got passive investigation, but not perception.
Sorry. How do you passively investigate something?
Well, it says I've got a passive investigation.
Yeah,
mine's full
yeah,
text,
no,
yeah.
I don't have.
Passive and
You're just talking to
Ten
someone
for
with your hand is
perception.
just rifling
Just
through the
noticed.
drawers or something.
It's like I'm talking to them. They're just like the wave their hand from me. I'm like, oh, I see you were once. I see you were once a builder.
How did you...
Let's be honest. Sherlock
Although-
Holmes' passive perception is like a 21, so
yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
passive investigation.
So I'm waving the feather around, trying to figure out how this portal works.
Okay, and as you're doing so, you're making your way slowly towards the door, and you reach the door itself. And as you do so, that black wood seems to start running down as if it's melting, and it starts to run down and pool on the cobbles in front, and then starts
I
to
like that.
shimmer.
Break it.
Starts
My
to
aesthetic.
shimmer like a curtain, and the face of the Lady of Pain up above on that logo above the door looks down and says, "Enter, lest the magic wanes."
I don't need
Okay.
any more persuasion. I'm gonna go straight through.
No magic children are needed
Okay,
here.
squishy, squishy.
Roly poly on it.
Goes first, waving his feather.
So, all of you just go rushing through, and you feel this almost curtain-like, strange black substance almost stick to your skin, kind of wrap around you as darkness, maybe that of the Underdark itself, cloyingly sticks to your skin, and you make your way through a short period of time before you emerge on the other side of the portal. And as all of you, one by one, come out into a different space, it's much quieter. And you're aware, although you can't see it because of the low levels of light, even those of you with dark vision, it fails you before it gets so far, you're aware that you are in a massive space. You can just feel it echoing above you, even though you can't see the roof. And also, you can see pinpricks of light, as if there's a village further away across the space from you. But the village-style lights aren't just clustered at ground level. They're also up above. Impossibly high. It couldn't be a construction, it couldn't be a building. They reach up further and further up into the cavernous space above. And Sam, if you're still here, don't worry, I won't put any spoilers in here. And you also can hear the sounds of water lapping off to the side. And those of you with very good dark vision can actually see the edge of a massive volume of water, dark and reflective as a mirror, slowly rippling and moving across and lapping gently against the stony shore as you do find yourself on a rock cavern surface, stones underfoot. While Yaris, you look nervously around, thinking about how much this is going to echo.
I'm also green again because we did some portal travel. So
I was going to say about this. I put my hand on the side of the horse. I'm like, don't worry, It is time for the main event, and I'll give him bardic inspiration.
Aw.
Okay. But as you
Aw.
put pressure
So
on the
tiny
side
and
of
so
him,
brave.
all that liquid he drank in the trough just out again.
There
So
we go.
That's good. Get it out. Get it out.
Sorry, everyone's triggered by the sound.
I'm like, can we stop traveling by portals, please?
It's a D8, by the way.
Oh, that
It's
is
fun.
actually
It's
fantastic.
fun.
Thank you.
It's fast travel.
Thank you, Michael. I get the feeling I'm gonna need it with the way I rolled my
That's
stealth.
why I thought about it.
Oh God.
All right. So, as you make your way across this rocky shore, how are you approaching this village?
Would you like to stealth?
Stealthily?
I look at. Can I? Can I stealth?
Yes, let's do it together.
You really have
Um,
to say this.
I immediately reach into my backpack and start pulling out leaves, twigs, and all sorts of this weird contraption. I start tying it around my lower
Sorry, everyone.
half.
Hello, Sam. There you are.
So I now have like a sort
Sorry,
of a bush
Excuse
that I'm hiding in, but it only covers like the horse part. And if I am ever going to be spotted, I will freeze as if I'm a statue, and that's how I've stealthed my way through many a noble's garden.
Is there any trees?
No, as far as I'm aware.
Oh no.
I'll let John answer that, but yeah. It is very dark though, and I don't have dark vision as a centaur, so I
Okay.
think I look great.
I get advantage on stealth checks if there's trees.
Oh,
Aw.
John,
Oh.
I fashioned what might be a baby tree.
You can hide yourself underneath the horse.
Everyone,
Change clothes, no way.
are not stalagmites basically trees?
They're rock trees.
The trees of the cave.
Exactly. Michael,
Sam
Would
welcomes you all to the Underdark.
would you like to hide in my bush, Michael?
Yeah.
I'll go for the stalagmites, thank you very much.
This stream is not PG anymore. I do apologize.
It was never gonna be. It was never gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you start stealthily making your way. I would like a group stealth check, please.
Oh god, I'm sorry in advance.
Am I getting stalagmite trees?
Don't
Yes.
worry,
Minus
there are.
two.
Yay! Thank you, I was joking,
Can
but
I-
excellent, thank you.
Oh, you need
Can I
Yeah,
use my
see.
horse's stealth?
420.
Oh, you didn't! Well, at least you don't have to use your bardic inspiration yet.
I'm not gonna waste it on that, dude. John,
Yes,
the
mate.
rogue got a natural 1 on stealth. All right.
For a total of
6.
6. Wow. Okay. And
I got a dirty 20.
What, motherfucker?
20. Okay. Phaeacis.
8.
8. Nodoris.
Well, like I said, I have disadvantage and -2, so that's a 2.
And Davira.
I am
The owl's gone.
That is a 17 with disadvantage.
Of course, because you're sitting on my back. You're not gonna make any noise.
No, nobody sees me anyways.
Okay.
Hiding
So,
amongst the main.
for
I
an,
have a statue, okay?
Main hides everything
We
else.
get 10
For an average.
plots in.
for an average of 10.
Awesome.
We get 10 clops in, and I look
mean,
at the
it's
rest of the party and I
dark.
say, "We're never stealthing again, are we?"
I really
We were
don't
stealthing
think
up
we-
until that point. You gave it away by saying that.
Just really, really loud. It echoes across the lake.
Do you think anyone's heard us?
Okay. So, as you start to make your way towards these lights, this village, this strangely vertical as well as normally laid out village, you are moving slowly and as quietly as you can, hoping that the sounds that you're making that seem to be
I mean, we're
Echoing.
masking the sounds of the clops by us talking very
Yeah,
loudly.
It's like clop, shh, clop, shh, clop. Shut up.
I like to imagine that you're not even making the clock sound.
Bells
You
are
just,
going along as well.
Just saying
yeah, you're
clop.
just walking around saying clop over and over, and over again.
I look down at I look down at our hedge friend, Physis, and I'm just like, I know how it could be stealthier. Do you wanna climb on my back?
No, you're
Your
big
feet.
enough to hide me. It's okay. Thank you.
Do you want to hide in my saddlebags?
That's not a. That sounded wrong the minute I said it, and I actually legitimately meant my saddlebags, which I clearly have.
He
have a
in the
saddle as
backpack,
well?
you've got saddlebags. Yeah. that
he
makes
now
Yeah,
walks
exactly.
beside you and not
Yes, yeah.
underneath you.
All right.
From that from that comment.
Are you sure you want to hide behind the horse? That's
Don't hide behind the horse either. That's never a good idea.
sense. No, it smells foul.
Ugh.
Michael, that's quite enough horsing around.
So,
No.
as you are all, I think it's this banter that gives you away.
Don't hedge your bets.
I say nay to the banter.
The pun wizard's just like, that was a good one, and I'm like, you liked it.
I join in.
And then we're sideswiped by a goblin.
And as you're making your way towards this village, you see the source of those lights. As you see strange wooden structures, various like beams and walkways and ladders going up like a massive, as if the structure was underwater, built amongst, subaquatic kind of plant life and things, as some creatures are wont to do. You can just see these mismatched, this crazed construction of buildings, houses, larger buildings across the cavern floor where you are, yes, definitely, but also up above you, amongst all of these struts and supports, with these crazy, spider web of walkways and things reaching up and around it, as you see this village reaching up towards the cavern's ceiling, disappearing into the dark above. And you can see figures moving around on those walkways. Strange, upright, moving, in a humanoid kind of way, but fish-looking creatures. As you get closer and you get within sight, still far enough away that you're not alerting yourselves to them, even with that stealth check. But
Are you sure, John?
But the reason you're not is because, as you can hear, hopefully in Sirenscape there, you can hear a large number of these voices chanting together.
Mm.
You get any words?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so throughout my travels, a whole city hearing a chanting continuously has never been a good sign.
Could be a festival.
Yes, I heard that's how some people elect their religious leaders. I mean,
I would agree with you. I don't think it's a good sign.
also sports festivals as well, very popular.
John, can
Yes.
we? You said there's these voices all around. Is there any chance that we could sort of hear where the majority of the sound may be coming from?
Just coming from within the buildings, in
Just-
the center of the village.
No building sounds louder than the others, as far as we can make out.
Say again, sorry?
Sounds none of the buildings sound louder. The chants don't sound louder coming from any single building. It's all basically the same.
It doesn't sound like it's muffled by any walls or anything. It sounds like there must be some kind of open area in the center of the village, and it's echoing off the stone walls and coming towards you.
Do we want to investigate, possibly? Check what it is?
I think we should get an idea what we're walking into.
I'm sure they'll be accommodating. I'm
Wouldn't be
I'm
so
an
sure.
I'm an emissary.
I mean,
they would, you know what?
they're
The
fish.
messengers.
You're an
They-
owl. I don't
Very
think
confident.
you guys are on even terms.
I'm not some baseless beast.
Did you guys
Yes,
say
they
it looked
are.
like a? Did you guys say it looked like a horse?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Big glass
Then
horse.
Big
isn't it?
I
glass
mean-
horse.
We have
am I-
found our prophet.
Am I not an avatar of their god?
I could bring.
You wish.
Do we have a banner? We could fashion a banner, and I could start the procession.
You have. I saw you use president. I couldn't see that. Oh, I don't know if you have presentation. Let me Could we somehow maybe color the horse to look kind of like the glass horse? You got a
Good
description.
think I could.
You're gonna make me see through.
Now remember,
Yeah,
we
that's
were told it was
invisibility on you.
a
Also not
dark
actually a
crystal
horse.
kind of glass.
Water just cocks an eyebrow again,
not-
like,
He's the
really?
centaur, not a horse.
Me too, Apsy, me too, mate. Or me neither, I should say.
That's gonna be an advantage stealth if you're see-through.
He's a demigod born of the god.
By the way, everyone, here you are.
He looks really excited to be here.
Couture, hi everybody.
Hi!
Lord.
Yay! Yay! Gods are coming! Gods are coming!
He's so pumped for it.
Jeez Louise. Alright.
Wait, is this the... Cockatoa.
Yes, Couture. That's not how you say it.
I mean, do we want to just go in, like, in a march?
If we do that, I think I might try and disguise myself. Stand out a little bit. I'm very, very pale, tall, skinny, tiefling.
Yeah, I saw that, Michael. You can't get anything less than a dirty 20.
Jeez, man.
Damn, dude.
That's why I want to go this persuasion route of you being the god, because I can roll nothing lower than a dirty 20 on persuasion check.
Heartbroken.
I mean, I'm game to try it.
Yes, I feel that for once you should not be the stealthy one, and we will go in ahead, and others potentially be ready.
Okay, so as you approach closer, you see, now from a distance, like I say, it looked like this massive tangle of reeds stretching up into the darkness with these glowing spots of phosphorescence around. But you get closer now, and as I said, you can see it. It's a bunch of these rickety towers lashed together by rope and plank bridges with these haphazard patterns. But even, like I say, above the ground, you know, the Kotor have been building in line with their kind of aquatic sensibilities, quote unquote, constructing their great city. So,
Can I cast Alter Self on myself as we're walking over? Sorry, disguise self, rather.
disguise self. Mm-hmm. As what do you want to appear as?
I'll be probably about a foot shorter. Quite nondescript, perhaps like your standard half elf in traveling robes, maybe some glasses. My pack is kind of just a leather sack. It's quite simple, nothing terribly fancy.
Okay.
Really just your average traveler in the dark.
As you are approaching, you see a group of those Kuatoa, those fish-like people, leave the village and start walking out, discussing amongst each other feverishly about something.
Anyone listen in?
Hello.
You're hailing them?
This might look better if you're
And at
perched
first-
on my shoulder with the banner.
At first, they look startled. They look terrified, and then one of them like taps one that's dressed in grander looking clothes on the shoulder, and like just says something in the side of their fish head. This is no ears, and that one nods, and they come scuttling over towards you, and this one that was dressed in grander clothes, he's like, "Greetings, adventurers. Might it be that the goddess herself, Blibdulibloop, has sent you to us?"
Bless you.
These
Yes,
were
yes indeed.
tales. Then it came to pay homage, of course.
You must stop this madness. There's not one, but two false gods being worshipped in there at the moment. There's my cursed daughter, Blublipod, with her cursed utterances and madness about the Limu Guggen. But that's not the main problem right now. No, there are those who are worshipping the horse Blubla.
I'm really glad I've got that bush hiding my legs right now.
Alice, how did this come to pass?
And how can we assist?
Well, a Kuotoa's religion was only as strong as their idols, their imagery. If you destroy the focus of their religion, the focus of their worship, then you can cease them and they will come back to the Sea Mother. They will come back to Blibdulpoop.
Bless you.
See.
Please, you must waste no time. They have captured themselves a drow. They seek to sacrifice them and empower their god even more.
Really?
Preposterous.
To not be too interested in this.
How would you propose we destroy this symbol?
Here's made of glass.
Yes, but no, the alchemist said it was stronger than glass. So.
Obsidian, maybe?
Doesn't hurt to ask. Doesn't hurt to ask.
Do you know?
I do not. I know that it is strengthened by their faith. Maybe if you can shake their faith in the artifact itself, then it will be weakened and able to be destroyed. We will be going to one of our sub-shrines of over in a cave over there. All the best. And they go off, carrying on talking amongst themselves.
Well,
I have no fear of this false god.
Which way do we go?
Davira pulls out.
They're gone. All right. Well, whatever.
Tavira,
Davira pulls out her war pick, looking at the other people, saying, "Do you guys think this will work?
that looks
It can
that
shatter
looks
stone."
marvelous. Well done.
But no, until we see it in person. It's been empowered in some way by their faith. There'll be more to it than looks. We need to look at it, I think, ourselves. As
Well,
close as we can.
I mean, if we need to shake their faith, then at the very least our feathered friends should be able to fast talk them.
Well, I can give it my I can give it my best. It looks very shy and all of a sudden very modest.
Very fluffy.
Yes,
Feeling that our hedge friend here was doing, if it's a magical glass, he was picking up stones and casting some magic on that. Magic stones versus magic glass.
Yeah, we could also try pushing
Maybe
it
I'll
over. I
spread
don't
some
know.
small help of my own.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's give it a
I
go.
have a hammer and a chisel.
And I've got a very active survival sense. I guess I'll ignore that for now, though. Let's go.
Ting 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 ting.
Okay.
We're in danger! Immediately duck.
As you're sifting through all your various tools and things that you think might be useful, you're making your way towards this strange structure, and you see there is a gate on the outside, hanging open from where the religious leader and his cronies had escaped, and you can see slimy kind of reeds and almost like seaweedy things are kind of strung across, making makeshift roofs on the structures here that are all just hobbled together from driftwood-looking stuff and strange, almost mushroom-like, spongy material. And those of you that know, certainly Phaesus, our ranger here, would have heard of the vast mushroom forests that are down here in the Underdark, and the materials that they use in their construction of various bits and bobs down here. And you come into the edge of town, but it's basically deserted.
I think we succeeded. Good job. Well done, everyone. Good job.
John.
Did you hear that scream?
Yes.
Yes. But
Before
that though, John, could I just say that as we're passing by some of these mossy things, can I scrape off? Can I pull some off?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna pull some of this moss off off a rock and just kind of pocket it for the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
A snack?
As you cautiously, if slightly noisily, make your way into the outskirts of this town, again, you're just struck by just how there's nobody moving around, and you can just hear that chanting, punctuated every now and then by a rather disturbing scream.
Does it seem like we can
That's
follow
not
the chanting?
sacrificing.
Well, the stealth is
What are they
working,
doing
isn't
to
it?
her?
What was that, Nidora? Sorry?
No, I'm just wondering what they're doing to this drow. Let's see if
Hopefully
it possibly be effective.
could I give you a look as if you're looking a little bit too pleased by it? I'm sure we can
No,
help
I'm
the
just,
young
it's
man
a
or
scientific
woman.
curiosity, I assure you.
I'm sure we can help them. I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine.
Let's go take a look.
Indeed. Shuffles a bit away.
Okay. So you sneak along the streets, creeping to the edges of these strangely constructed buildings. And as you get closer, the sounds of the ceremony get louder. A flickering light from dozens and dozens of torches flickers around the scene, and you see dozens and dozens of these Kuatoa gathered in a central square and up on a raised area. Oh. Okay. Phew. Sirenscape just crashed
Yeah,
for a moment.
just crash.
Yeah,
crashed out.
Yeah, it crashed for everyone at the same
Oh,
time.
really?
I didn't want to say
Wow.
anything in case.
And suddenly everyone suddenly just turned and looked at their screen, like you can just see them kind of turning off as everyone kind of looked at their computers like, wait, what?
Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, it's gone again. Just crashed for me again.
Yeah, just crash.
Okay.
Restarting.
I've got it back for chat.
Wow.
Yeah, chat. I've got you. I got you.
Yeah, there we go. It's back on.
Phew. Okay, let's try that again.
There's another screen there too.
Okay. So, as I was saying, you see this large group of Kuatoa all gathered around, some of them holding those torches. Oh god, it doesn't like the sound set.
Is it the sound set that's struggling with?
I hear the chanting.
Why would it be? That's crazy. It never does
Yeah.
that. Vicky, where are you?
First.
We need you. No.
It is actually still working for me. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, same.
good.
I can hear it fine.
Oh, good.
I
Good.
can't.
Yeah, no
God,
problem.
it's
on
really
my end.
disturbing.
It's pretty horrible.
Sorry.
Sorry,
No, I'm a fan
sorry.
of this. And Adoris is living. It's fine.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna try
can't hear the sound, but it's
one
running.
last time. Okay, how are we doing here? Those tech goblins researched. We got Phaeacis back, but at what cost? Okay, now. So yes, you hear them all chanting around, and you see this raised dais, and you see up on the dais a glistening equine form, this dark crystal horse, reflecting all of the pinpricks of light, all the torches, and also that same radiance is reflected in all of these large globe-like eyes, fervently looking up at the stage as you see a live figure with a shock of white hair, a female drow, chained up against this horse. And you see one of the Kuatoa working a nasty looking knife across their torso. And the chanting is rising up and gaining in crescendo. What do you all do?
Is there one? Is that like is there one that looks like an obvious leader who's like taking command of what's going on?
Yes, there's one Kuatoa that's up there on the dais doing this sacrificial rite. Yeah.
Then I would like to cast enemies abound.
What's that?
So it has to make an intelligence saving throw. So of course it's going to fail, but it's worth a try. 'Cause it's the
I
game.
want to also, while it's casting that, I would like to enable Detect Evil.
Detect evil? Okay, yep. You
Yeah, the mindset.
as you're doing that, you get a strong presence of evil just radiating off this crystal.
How did it do?
2.
You got a 2.
Yep.
Then excellent. This creature, it loses all ability to distinguish friend from foe. Regards all the creatures as enemies.
Amazing.
Okay. Wow.
Can I very briefly point out that if John rolled a 2, these things are fucking stupid.
He
He
must
rolled
have
a
rolled a
minus
20.
goddamn
Plus
4.
plus 0,
Never
plus 0.
happens.
Okay, so as you're doing this, you see the Kuatoa stops what they're doing, and turns. Looking around, all of the eyes, looking up, gleaming, these grins, wide grins, spread wide across their fish-like faces as they're all looking and chanting. The chanting is continuing, sorry, I just switched over to the music here. And they're all chanting towards this figure. And she's like, none of you are true believers. None of you are true followers. I shall not waste my time with this one. What was it? Birel, you can go on your way. She slashes across and cuts the ropes that are binding this drow, and they struggle to their feet and just go dashing off into the houses and disappear.
Lovely.
Heading in the rough direction of Icewind Dale. No, anyway, and as they do that, this priestess turns. You will all make good sacrifices. Yes, all of you. And she just charges into the group and starts just flailing around with that blade at them, and just panic sets in, and the Kotor are charging around. Everyone's running this way and that. Everyone's screaming and slipping over each other and banding into each other. And what do you do?
I pull out
I
my
have
weapon.
weapons.
Into a ball.
I immediately attempt to hide.
Byzantine.
Attempt to hide.
I am going to attempt to hide. I have a plan.
Okay,
You've got your bardic inspiration as well.
go for it.
All right. I have rolled a 3 and a 1 tonight. Chat, empower me.
To a minus.
Chat, you suck.
Six.
No, I'm
Don't put it on
gonna roll. I really want this to work because I do have an idea. So I'm rolling that bardic inspiration, Michael.
D8.
I'm rolling a
Good.
D8. That's actually really good.
13,
So
not
Michael, you're wonderful. Chat, you suck.
Don't listen,
That
don't
would
listen
be an 18.
We don't.
We love you. We love you.
We love you, chat. I'm just joshing you, but I love you a little bit less than I did before my roll.
Okay,
Plus
so
5.
the centaur clip-clops into the shadows, and the sound of their hooves blends with the stampeding feet of these fishy folk, and they disappear. Davina, what are you doing?
Davina,
Sorry,
of all,
I
one
did,
is
I
for
did,
the
I did
fuck
request
out.
you get off my back before I did that. Sorry.
Yes,
yes, I am off the map. She wonders where her centaur went, first of all. And then kind of just like, she tries to like slowly start moving towards where the horse is, like the crystalline horse, trying to like head in that general direction while keeping an eye on the central like mess that's going on, the fight between the
Okay.
cartels.
Give me an athletics check as you are hit by this wave of panicking Kotor.
It's 15.
15, okay, yes, you managed to stand your ground as you are buffeted this way and that by panicking little fishfolk as they come charging past, and you push your way through towards them, making your way there. Nadoris, what are you doing?
Can I cast darkness on something and carry it with me so I have a bit of a shadow to move around in?
Yes, absolutely.
I will do that. I will cast darkness on what do I have in my pack? I'm gonna cast darkness on my reliquary.
Okay.
Out. And a sphere of darkness just sort of blooms out from it and just sort of smokes around, I feel. And I'll just head off, and I really want to go see that horse up close.
Thank you.
Stick to the shadows. So hopefully I'm not too obvious.
Stick to the shadows. The one I'm creating.
But I can sort of, bend
Okay.
in my favor.
So give me a stealth check with advantage.
Just a straight stealth check in that case. That's actually a 14, surprisingly.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Phaeacis, you just bolt up on the ground.
Yep.
Okay.
If he gets kicked around, they're gonna take damage. So
Yeah, you do hear a few startled cries and shouts of pain from Kotor that bump into you as they're charging past. Zinstein, what are you doing?
So Letty's done this. First he's going to say, "Stop being so spineless, little one. Come and help." And then he's going to pull out his two weapons, which are just really fine cutlery. So he's got a knife and a fork, which is his long sword is a big knife,
Okay.
and his dagger is a fork.
Gotcha.
How cute.
Okay.
Lovely cutlery. That's ready to go.
Aww.
And a few of the Kuotoa panic and like veer away from you, and they you don't have to make this check because they're worried about the weapons. Okay, and are you moving as well into the square?
Yes, we're moving towards the like it kind of moving towards the big dark blob that's moving around.
Okay. Now, as you can hear in Sirenscape here, chanting kicks up again as a knot of the true faithful gathers round the crystalline horse. And you see, Davira, as you're trying to make your way through the swarming bodies that are rushing around you, a group of them pick up the crystalline horse and start running towards some of those gantries up into the reed-like structures above. Well, yes, what was your plan? What are you doing?
My plan is now absolutely messed up. I was attempting to get close to the horse, actually. Let me think this one through. No. Okay, I wanted to get close to the horse and then do something to the horse, but if they're moving with the horse right now, I'm gonna follow them stealthily and just remain behind them wherever they're taking it.
Okay, so yeah, as we see this montage, this view of these Kuotoa heaving up the crystalline horse. It's not a huge thing, it's not a life-size horse, and they're carrying it quickly towards the gantries to get away from these unbelievers. And you can see the priestess quickly disappearing in a panicked group of Kuotoa down on the square itself. And they're running as they realize that they are the true chosen of their new god. And they're running up towards the gantries, and we just see in the background of that same shot, flitting between buildings, another horse-like being. Okay, and back around to Davira. What you doing?
Davira sees these people lift up the horse, starting to try to move it away, maneuver away from the area.
Yeah.
She looks over and says, "No, you don't." As out of her eyes, these radiant lights start shining, her entire aura starts bursting out. She's enabling something called radiant consumption. Basically,
Alright.
she exudes light out of her body, exuding a bright light within 10 feet and a
Yin and yang going on
dim
here.
light
Here,
for 20. And she lets her eyes gaze in on the people carrying this thing. As anyone around her, that would mean all the Kartoa she's currently pushing past,
Yep.
will start just taking damage from this radiant energy and is exuding from her.
Nice.
Right, you see their exposed skin, the fish scales start to kind of blister and boil, and they're like, and they're all just like
Just gonna
scattering and like just like getting away from you, so it's
Yeah,
much
she's-
easier to move now.
She's
Yeah.
still gonna make a mad dash towards the horse.
Okay, and then you make a sprint, and the faithful look back, and they're like, and they start running more with this statue. And Doris, what you doing?
I'm running after the horse. I would like to try and get as close to it as possible. How close are we actually right now?
To the horse and
Yeah.
the dais. You have stealthed around, so you're closer than the others.
Okay. Can I really want to know more about this horse. Like, is it like what's it made of? Is there any kind of presence in it, or is it just like imbued with some kind of power by their belief? Like, I don't really know much about it.
How are you attempting to do that?
Would that be like an Arcana thing, or I'm not sure exactly. I think probably just trying to imagine or see how they interact with it. If they're sort of being careful of certain things, if there's anything strange that's exuding from it, or I don't know.
Do you have any kind of sense? Do you have a divine sense or detect good and evil or anything like that?
I have protection from evil and good, but I don't have detected.
Oh, okay.
Heard anyway. I've
Sorry, I'm not
detect
sure.
magic.
The problem with these gods is because they're so they come and go so quickly, and this one's just been created from nothing basically. So
Yep.
it's very difficult to tell what's happening here. What kind of energy has suffused this dark crystal?
So here's a hypothetical question.
Mm-hmm.
But is the sword value only relating to gold pieces, or is it more like, relative things? Is it a subjective value?
The crystal?
Yeah, the horse. I mean, if I were to cast a sort of value on it, anything change?
That sounds cool.
You look at this.
What were we thinking?
You look at this crystal, and you actually stop and think for a moment as you're just observing from the shadows, unmolested by the crowds and everything. They're avoiding this strange, inky darkness that is emanating from the side of the square, and you remember seeing something similar the last time not your patron, but your goddess called you to the north. The last time you went up above the spine of the world mountains, the last time you visited the cult in Caer Danaval, who were preparing for the Frost Maiden's coming. And you remember they had a large chunk of this very similar crystal. They called it Shardolin. And they were using it to make amulets for themselves. Dagger-shaped amulets. And you know that it was imbued with some kind of evil energy, which is why they'd chosen to use it for their cult's insignia. And you think if you could get your hands on that, it would be useful, and maybe the Frost Maiden would be very interested to get more of it, or have more of it at her beck and call.
How big is it?
The horse is it's like sheep-sized, basically.
It's a sheep-sized horse, or 100 or 100.
Definitely the sheep-sized horse.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
And it's surrounded by how many faithful?
at the moment there are 6 of them carrying it together, and they're running towards the gantries. Okay, Phaeacis, what are you doing from your ball?
Or am I still amongst the crowd?
I think a fair number of them have
by now, right?
trying to get you out of the way. They're kind of it's like when someone brings like a big beach ball or one of those big advertising balls to a concert,
Yeah,
and they're all like, it's like round the
ping pong
hey,
ball,
hey,
like a
hey.
pinball. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah.
They're like, yay, oh it hurts, oh it hurts, hey, oh it hurts.
Well, when there's
Sheep-sized calls, yeah, sheep-sized.
a break in the chaos, I mean,
Yeah.
he would also be going after the horse as well. So
Okay, yep, so you uncurl and land deftly and start scampering across with your spikes keeping people away. Okay, Zinzine,
the
what's you doing?
bruise, but you know.
So I like running around with my knife and fork in my hand, but I'm gonna look at the ones that are carrying this sheep-sized horse god. If there's one who looks to be like, from my quick eye, I want to see if there's one who seems to be taking a bit more of the weight than others.
Okay.
And as he does that, I'm gonna say, well, I'm glad I'm not a priest. I never was an efficient bird of prey. And cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay, what's the save on that?
It lasts you enough my life.
15.
What's
How,
that?
how many of chat just
Whiz?
left, by the way?
I've been reading 0 viewers all night, which is kind of par for the course, but I know that's not true. So I'm not sure. I'll check later.
There's a 15 wisdom save.
It gives you
yes.
the Twitch stuff. It gives you an hour by hour number, so I think we'll see where that joke was very clearly. 16, I'm afraid.
Ah, you just did it.
The faithful will not be taken from their true path. Okay, so
I guess I'm also going to cast, as that, I'm going to bardic inspiration, lovely Davarnia.
all right.
As well, so you get a
Okay.
D8 die for something you wish to do.
So, as these creatures scamper into the walkways and pathways above, you see them running up there. Davira, give me a athletics check.
Yes, will do. Just checking stats. There we go.
Oh,
19.
Jesus, you're on fire, dude.
Okay.
I am on fire.
You
today.
play with
Damn.
the all the time. So-
You sprint and you get closer. Now, Davira, give me a D100. Sorry, no, D20.
A normal D20? Yep.
Yep.
10.
10. Okay, so
Right
as
down the middle line.
yeah. Okay. As you are sprinting after them and getting closer, one of the ones that's lagging in the back, just kind of guarding their retreat, kicks away one of the gantries, and you're forced to turn very suddenly. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Will do. I'll just check what that is. That's +2. So. 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you managed to avoid skidding on any of this strange lichen or kind of seaweedy stuff that's draped all over all the surfaces here, and you don't manage to injure yourself doing that, and you manage to make the turn and jump over onto another gantry and run alongside them. While Yaris, are you breaking cover and chasing up after them too?
I'm gonna now is I'm actually going to move and leap onto the crystal horse. And as I do so, when I land, I'm going to immediately cast Dancing Lights. In basically I can create 4 lights, torch-sized lights within range, which is under 20 feet. I'm putting it in front of every single one of their eyes, kind of thing. So each of the 4 around, I'm making these lights suddenly appear in front of them.
Okay, well, let's see how the leap goes first. Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Hey.
That's a 23.
Nice, okay. Yes, so you go galloping up one of the gantries that runs parallel to the one that they're on. Leap as best you can, putting all of your force into your rear haunches and vroom, across the space between. We get a slow motion as you arc over Davira's head as he follows your progress, and then you land on top of the structure there, and it crunches down to the surface below them. And then these lights go off, and there's like.
Now I'm gonna ask for a bit of a favor here because this is not technically in the rules here, John. But I do have a cunning action. What I'd like to do is immediately while they're blinded and doing that, I want to pull out that mossy lichen that I pulled off the walls and start like just smearing it over the horse.
Okay.
And as they start to recover and look back, I'm going to look at them with these dancing lights around me and just go,
"See how easily your god is corrupted."
Okay. Give me
I like this. Cool.
give me a what would that be? Give me a deception check. Yes.
"Oh, I'm good at this. Oh, I'm good at this. It's a flat 16.
Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you. We shall jump back to that in a second. Zinstein, as you're running up behind them, what are you doing to approach them now?
So they've. Do I see that they've stopped now?
You see them drop the statue, and these lights flare up. There's this big woof of lights up in the thing above.
I'm also just going to cast Fairy Fire on like that group, which will also hit our lovely equestrian friend. So to try and just to keep track of them as they thing. So I'm going to cast Fairy Light, and it's a lovely. They're all glowing a lovely purple.
Nice.
So now not only are your lights spread around, now everyone glows purple, which is probably going to add to the effect
so-
of this.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
Alright, he's
There's
just summer, so
dancing
it's good
lights.
pastels.
There's dancing lights. There's the radiant energy emitting from a
Davira.
paladin,
Yep.
and there's now more
Fairy fire as
solar
well.
light.
And
Okay.
then just a quarter of darkness.
Yes. Nidorus. Okay. For Essis, as you uncurl and come scampering across the floor, what do you do?
Well, how far back am I from all of this?
Oh, you're caught up.
I
It's
imagine
okay.
I have to sprint after them, right?
As they were beach balling you across the crowd, you were actually being beach balled towards the gantries and towards the altar.
Man, I thought I was actually gonna have to sprint after them. I mean, I could try to break it, but I don't know how smart that would be.
Let's go.
He's not gonna do anything now. He's just gonna sort of reassess the situation and see how they react to all of this new light that's come down.
Mhm.
He's just gonna wait for the time being.
Cheers, guys. Okay, so you watch the scene unfold here, and you see them all. The lights in front of their eyes start to die down, and they look up, and they're like, and they look like they're panicking at this corruption of their god. Cheers, Daft Daddy. And as you look at this, this scene, you see their jaws drop, and they look to each other, and they're like, Limagugan? Limagugan! And they just like shun this corrupted god and start scampering back down towards. Oh god, cheers, man! And they go scampering down towards the thing. Who would it be? Davira and Zinstein. They just sort of shoulder past you, and they're like Limagugan. And they completely just jumped ship and gone to this other god.
Corrupted, glowing purple, mossy horse is just not working.
Apparently. Okay, so Nidorus, Do you kind of
And I
like
smashed it.
emerge from this shadow?
Yeah, I mean, I would have emerged with, perhaps with my form of dread, but since there's no one left to frighten, I'll just emerge normally, I guess, in my reliquary back in my pocket.
What are you gonna use?
To smash it?
Yeah.
I have a maul, I do believe. So I would like to try and use my maul
Okay.
to smash it. I guess
Actually,
that's
You don't emerge from the darkness. Something else happens. As you're there thinking about, you're like preparing your maul, and it's like, okay, now let's deal with this problem. The crow once more turns its head slowly towards you, and it's like, are you almost finished down there? I have work for you, you know. As you hear the voice of Strad von Zarevich, your patron, echoing from the zombie crow's beak.
almost really nothing. I'll be there soon.
Splendid. Well, at least you have my magic. And the crow goes limp and falls off your shoulder, a corpse once more, onto the ground, and the inky darkness that was surrounding you just goes and disappears. As it seems, Strahd's ability to reach beyond the mists was suddenly cut off by something. Vanta Blackspire.
I'm shaken by this, but I have faith in my patron, and I'm sure that it's all part of his plan. He's testing my faith. I'll put the crow in my back. I feel the need to prove myself even stronger. I will smash the shit out of this horse.
Daffodili. Nodoris is a tiefling of Levistus, a paladin of the Frost Maiden, and a warlock of Strahd. So they have mixed ideas about what they want to do with their life.
Class fluid.
Wisdom of -1, so I mean, there you go.
Hedging their bets, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Like me back in university.
Not so
What
far.
major gonna be? Oh, maybe English, maybe computing. I don't know.
Okay, so
To me, to
Nodoris.
God, like to me, to you, to me, to you.
So Nodoris, you go running up towards the gun tree with your mace ready. Can you roll me a d20, please?
And in fact, you said.
Okay. And Davira, you're next. So just a moment there, please.
Sorry, was it a roll hit or was it just a straight d20?
Just a straight
'Cause
d20.
That's a 10.
A 10, okay. Right. You, too, as you're running up, suddenly one of the gun trees from above clumps down and causes, makes this kind of wall in front of you. Roll me a dex saving throw.
This is gonna be bad, you guys.
Go, go, go.
It's a 4, and that was a nat 20. Damn it.
Okay.
That's a 4.
You crunch into this barrier that's suddenly fallen from above, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage as you crash into it. And from up above, you hear a voice. You taste good, but you don't run very well. And you see the alchemist from Sigil up above. You are supposed to be sacrifices for the god. You are supposed to distract them long enough for the other worshippers to bring about the apocalypse. And he starts hurling glass beakers of something. So, Davira, I said it's your turn next. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Will do. And that'll be this one. 14.
14. Okay. One of the glass vials smashes into the ground next to you, and you manage to dive out of the way, avoiding whatever effect was coming from that liquid as it splashes across the surface of the walkway. Okay, next up, White Aris, what are you doing? You're up on top of this horse.
Yep, I'm immediately going to raise one of my hooves and bring it down hard to try and smash this thing.
Okay, just give me an attack.
If that's an attack, then that is going to be, I believe that's a 14.
14, okay. Yes,
Oh,
you...
hang on, those. Oh, sorry. Well, if it hits, that's fine. I think
Yeah,
so.
you smash down with your thing, and small cracks start to fracture across the surface of this crystal.
Now, as that happens, I have tinkered. We talked about this before with my artificer, and I brought the hoof down, which was the one that I tinkered with.
Yep.
And apparently, with tinkering, you can create up to 25 words, a message that spawns out. And chat, this is for you. I can't remember who said it, but there was an absolutely fucking brilliant line that one of you gave. And so the words that spell out is just clippity clop, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yes.
That was from Monday, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that.
That was from the Monday stream. I don't know which one of you lovelies did it, but it was absolutely
good.
brilliant, and I've been sitting on it. Full credit goes to whoever mentioned that in chat.
Okay, so as the fractures crystal across your spiderweb across the surface, it spells that out perfectly. Clippity clop. Okay, I'm gonna fuck you up, and as that happens, Zinstein, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna try and cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Oh, while you're one of those glass beakers is coming flying towards you, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I embrace it, John. Actually, I probably don't. A dexterity saving throw would be +5 to that, so that's an 18.
18. Okay, yes, you manage to swing round behind the horse, the main body of this horse, and you feel the glass vials splash. And you're like, no, not the effigy, not the effigy.
I just look at him with that "come at me, bruh" kind of pose.
Okay, Zinstein, yeah, say again.
Yeah. So he's casting Tasha's hideous laughter, and he just screams at the top of his voice, "Why don't we streaks never go on dates in the rain? Because it's too wet to woo!"
Good lord. Okay, so Marin's leaving. Marin is leaving. Oh, no, she's coming
Hi
back.
guys. Done.
Okay, now I rolled a 9, so that's.
Yes, it worked!
You're doing more damage to
brother like
in
that
real life.
Yes, you moved my brother-in-law, which is not saying a
Psychic
lot.
damage.
He has
Real.
a similar sense of humor.
God.
Okay.
So he's now buckling with laughter.
These are great, by the way, Michael. These are honestly great.
Whenever my brother-in-law tells jokes to his nephews, my sons, he's not sure if it's the bad jokes or the language barrier that is the silence that follows. We're not sure. But anyway.
My students were all doing tests today, so I sat with a clipboard and wrote jokes for this all day.
Okay, so as you're doing that, okay, the alchemist starts to laugh and giggle, and he's just like, and he drops the remainder of his vials as 3 vials crash around you, Nodoris. Please make me a dexterity saving throw, as you are directly below him.
Sure, can I also cast Hellish Rebuke? Is that like a melee thing?
If you are hurt, I believe, yeah.
If you take it.
I will be.
Also, remember all your spells are movement speed?
Okay, roll the save.
Oh, is it straight
Dex
to
save.
17?
Okay.
That's a 17.
17.
well.
Okay, great. So you avoid the first one. Second one, crash. A strange skull-like smoke goes up and out. Skeptic, you okay for time?
Yeah, not 20.
Very little.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're getting there. Sorry, what was that, Nodoris?
The second was actually a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
If you got him, let him fly,
Minus
folks.
2 doesn't matter.
Okay, so the second one, crash. Purple smoke goes billowing up and out.
I am new.
And the last one,
No, you're not.
a 2.
Oh no.
Okay,
It looked
the last
cool
one.
for a second there.
You're looking very pleased with yourself in this. You've managed to avoid these two potions, but then the last one just smashes against your horns, and the liquid splashes all over you, and you feel this strange stretching sensation. The rest of you look over as I rolled a 94, and your size increases by 1 size category for the next minute as you go
Amazing.
large-sized
Huge
tieflings.
and angry.
That means you swell up and you burst through the walkway above as your horns crash into the brittle wood, and you send the alchemist tipping off the edge. He's like, "Ah!" laughing all the way at Zinstein's jokes.
And can I actually cast Hellish Rebuke at him?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Can I try and catch him as he falls? Try and catch him as he falls?
Yes.
That much.
Go for it.
Okay,
Go.
that's-
Your hand.
Sorry, that's 7 damage from Hellish Rebuke, and then
Okay.
what do I do for grabbing him? That'd be like an acrobatics or like athletics or.
You can do one or the other.
I'll choose athletics.
No, you can do the hellish rebuke or the grab. Your choice.
Oh, I see. In that case, I will do the Hellish Rebuke. I've already done it. So that's 7 damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Um,
Now,
I'm hurt, but I try not to flinch.
as he busted that walkway and sent it crashing down, that did leave some of the supports without their flooring above them, and he falls off as you push up through what he was standing on, and he can't keep his balance because he's laughing so much from Zinstein's magic, and he falls and impales himself on the
Servant
supports.
style.
He's dead and gone. leaving.
I think his pockets.
He made a good point.
It's leaving the rest of you.
I just vomit.
Hey, Tally.
I'm done with this.
That was pain.
Now, the rest of you gather around this corrupted effigy. What do you do?
Kick it again.
Hell,
I'm
smash
gonna
it.
smash it.
He's got that big
Chisel Warhammer. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Yeah.
We're smashing this thing.
You've got bardic inspiration as well, so you
Yes.
can really
do
get
it.
at it.
Carve it into the shape of like your god.
Yes, yes. Let's carve this.
As long as it's the
into
right god,
shape.
just saying.
Oh, I'm not gonna go with the gods. No, gods are too easy. We'll carve it into the shape of a donut. So I want a donut.
Glazed
Basically, just-
donut.
Basically, you're just
A
smashing a
glazed
hole in
donut.
the middle.
The Lady of
Yes,
Pain.
smash a hole in the middle of it.
Beginning to
The
figure
the
out
Lady
why
of
you
Pain
fail
sends her
as a
regards.
sculptor.
I'm a good sculptor, okay? I'll make it
Yes.
look like a tasty donut.
I am
Let's go.
I am only the second
find
person
out
to have
all
read
the
his
shavings.
backstory, but I can confirm.
Oh,
So, you lay into this effigy with your various mallets and hammers and chisels and all kinds of things, and you carve a lovely hole through the middle of it, and then shove the rest of it off the gantry, and it tumbles slowly end over end and on the floor, leaving just a circle of crystal around that hole you chiseled, Davira, because you did it just right. And also, each of those words, there's a crystal shard over here that says clippity. There's one over here that says plop. There's one over here that says I'm. And over here, gonna. And then over there, fuck. And up must be somewhere, but you're not sure where.
I take the fuck crystal.
never in that sentence ever
Sorry,
again.
please, nobody clip that, please.
Don't take the fuck crystal. It's not.
What am I saying? It's going in the highlight reel. This is one of our
Oh,
final streams
no.
of April.
Really.
It's definitely going in the April reel. Okay, thank you. So, everybody, you look as the crystal shatters there. Nodoris, you had interest in this crystal. Are you doing anything with it?
I'd like to gather up all the pieces that seem large enough to be amulet-sized.
Indeed. Okay, you clasp all of those together. Yep, Patch. Yes, you heard right.
Don't clip it,
We're
but you
gonna
can
club
clap it.
it.
Well done.
Alicia. I'm looking forward to playing with you two every week. It's gonna be so good. Or every other week. Okay. Now, where are we looking here? Okay, just need this. Right, so, yes, you gather up those various pieces, Nodoris, and even as you do so, your vision starts to darken. All of your vision starts to darken as off towards the lake, over on the lake shore of the village, you can still hear the rest of the Kuatoa, or a large chunk of them, all starting to chant a new chant. As they have quickly embraced a new religion. But the uprising that you had been sent to quell, the religious fervor that you had been sent to dampen, that flame has been quenched. And as darkness surrounds you, and the scene disappears, it starts to become a kind of light shade of grey, and then brighter and brighter, as you find yourself under blue skies once more. And you see those endless clouds once more, stretching out.
Back here.
Back where you all started, back where you all first met, before this romp through Sigil and down into the Underdark. And across the way, you see Arafortan walking slowly with his cane, his staff, with little Jimmy up on top, looking like he's about to cause someone's all kinds of trouble. And he comes on over. Ah, you must have been successful.
taste in companions is questionable.
Companions? What do you mean?
The alchemist.
What about him?
How do you know him?
He was just someone who went down to the Underdark quite a lot, so he was doing some spying for me. Why?
He fell in with a bad crowd.
Can I get my reward now?
Yes. Let's leave this this weird owl person behind.
I
We look at
Something-
possible guys in the future.
I hated that one.
Something down there must have corrupted him, twisted his mind. And our view as outsiders on this scene zooms in on the pouch Nadoris is carrying with a soft clink of crystals within. And for the last roll of the evening, somebody in chat, actually, Patch, in thanks for that lovely, lovely honey heist you gave us last week. Patch, could you please roll me a D100? As the Shardling crystals in Nadoris' pack give her an indefinite madness. So Patch, give us a D100 to finish off the night. It's been so fun rolling all these different things with everyone through Monday and now into this. So give us that roll, Patch. 35. Okay. Nadoris, as we move on with these various adventurers and their lives after this little escapade, you find that you always must bend the truth, exaggerate, or outright lie to be interesting to other people in all instances. You are halfway there already.
Already. Natural
Nothing
tendency.
changes.
Yeah.
And
What else needs to know?
Arafor Tan. I think I can still use that name. Arafor, people in chat, is the Japanese abbreviation of around 40. I'm getting slowly further and further away. Because I was 40 when I made that character. It was the first time I was online. It was when I was on the Greyhawk channel with Leonie from Goldheart Gaming. And our friend Buns, who's going to be joining us in the Underdark tomorrow. As Arafor Tan divvies out your rewards, your wondrous, amazing rewards. Can you believe that he would give up such a treasure? Our view speeds off across the clouds as we follow little Jimmy as he's flying through the cloud tops, plunging in and out of the cotton candy like white clouds until he finds the spot he's looking for, and he dives down through a portal off to go and collect his protection money from someone else. And we shall leave things there.
This
Thank
one's
you,
for you,
everyone.
Michael. I guess that bird makes quite a racket.
Says, definitely it's goodbye to Walrus. It says, off to bed with you. It's past your bedtime.
So, as we leave us,
That's the right way.
as we choose to ignore Zinstein as he shows himself out. Thank you everyone for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let me just share something with you very briefly as we say goodbye here. Here is what I got. I skipped some parts of it because I wanted them to have their own classes and things. I'll read it for the people who are not watching this stream. The random roll was, the PCs are the best dragon hunters, but I guess we'll find that out another time, who must destroy a glass horse. It might involve the Underdark. There is a repulsive alchemist who has important information for them. The characters start during an attempted escape. Early on, an ally turns out to be an enemy. If things are going nowhere, which luckily they did, there is a fire. Afterwards, there is a reward of a political alliance. Zinstein, you've made new
Yes.
friends.
Deputy Junior
That's the
Undersecretary
impression.
Ambassador General Zinstein strikes again.
So thank you so much for choosing Sigil for us to adventure in today, and for rolling this lovely little spiel for me to play with. And a big, big thank you to all of our players and everyone watching. Bring. Yes, I do want to delete that, as I want to see my players again. A massive thank you to Skeptic Llama for joining us. Everyone, do check out their channel. Skeptic, put something in chat right now. Sylvie, hello. Yes, yes. They also went to Sigil, Sylvie. They ended up in Sigil too, like you two did. Now, Skeptic signs off with his quote of the session. Everyone, there is a lot of people in chat that you should be following here. There is Chris Junkies UK, there is Carney Sideshow, there is Skeptic Llama, there is EDH Army, there is Amsi Doodles, all sorts of people that you should be following. Do have a little clickly around there, but also stick around because we will go a raiding, of course, with however many of you are here. I still don't know. But let's go a raiding. So if you've got them, like I say, as always, let those phoenixes fly. Who is on? Nobody is online that we know. Okay, I guess we're going somewhere new. Who is talking about stuff? Okay, let's see here. Dungeons & Dragons. Who's doing Dungeons & Dragons at the moment? Oh, us. Yay.
Raid ourselves!
Yes! We've done that once already tonight. I don't think we can do that again.
It started with raiding us.
Yeah.
Raiding itself, now we'll raid ourselves.
Before we sign off, I'd like to actually just give one big return thank you to the DM tonight.
John, thank you so much.
Fun as always.
Birthday?
And let's get one more big happy birthday going from the players in chat. Let's just get another rousing round of it.
All right, happy birthday,
John.
Happy birthday.
Really good fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follows and thank you for the subs and the bits and all of you just being here. That is the biggest present of all. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Those of you who are new today, thank you for joining us. We play an awful lot, so do come on by. In 11 hours' time, we will be live once more and down in the Underdark once more as our Out of the Abyss campaign is at midday tomorrow. And also, look on our schedule, on our sheet there. You can see the time zones in your local time, I believe. Thank you, Sylvie. Merci beaucoup. And as you, yes, you are welcome to join us there as we try to struggle out of the abyss. And our adventurers, I believe, will arrive right after these five have disappeared, because they are just down the tunnel or down the way there with their Minotaur friend, having found one of his friends dead and half-eaten.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
They are going to find the weirdest message written for them in crystal. When
Speaking.
just up, Al. You up?
You up?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, also speaking of campaigns dealing with the aftermath of one-shots. Tomorrow we have Out of the Abyss dealing with the aftermath of this, and in the evening for us we also have Curse of Strahd dealing with the aftermath of Honey Heists last week. Do not miss our friends Nodorus and Zistin here in their other guises as Esmeralda and Xenicus, because he always plays a Z. Randomly. And anyway,
randomly.
So yes, Curse of Strahd tomorrow. Come and join us for that. Then Friday evening for us, we are going into Avernus for our descent into Avernus as they venture further into the Bleeding Citadel to try and reclaim the Sword of Zariel. Then Saturday, not usually something I say, but Saturday, do join us over in chat there. We have Absolute Doodles, we have Cos, we have Daisy. The KEBG podcast crew will be joining me for a very special one-shot. I went in the podcast and talked about Dungeons & Dragons, and they were like, that sounds like fun, let's do that. And I was like, okay, I would like to do that for you. And they came on by, and they have incredible characters, which I'm happy to introduce to you all. I am not planning to do a one-shot roulette that time. I want to plan something a bit more than rather than flying by the seat of my proverbial pants in that one, because I want to give them a good experience. You lot, I know you can deal with whatever. I would like to give them something a little more tailored, a little more structured, if you will. But do jump on by. I know some of them have watched the PUBG version of Back Inc. and enjoyed it very much. We shall see what happens. So, then we'll be all the way back round to next week, but we will be missing some things because there is a large group of national holidays here in Japan next week, I'm afraid. So, there will be no Rime of the Frost Maiden, which will give Burrell time to get up there from the Underdark, having been rescued by these five. And there is no Rime of the Frost Maiden next week, I'm afraid. And also to you guys, I'm afraid I won't see you on Wednesday either. But I will be back here on Thursday, so we'll be back here in the Underdark once more for Out of the Abyss next week as well. Breathe. One last thing before we go. Skeptic, you okay?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Yeah. What are you doing? What's your stream? What's your session coming up? Pathfinder?
I don't have a session online. I have a session at a bowling alley.
Oh, nice.
Rush there right after.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Well, very quickly, the lovely people over at the Games Tavern are running a massive charity event in May. Stay tuned to the Twitters and everything for that, and I shall talk more when we have less rush going on. And yes, please stick around for that and support that stream for No Kid Hungry, the American charity. We'll be taking part in that with 2 of our sessions. Please enjoy that and stay tuned for more details as that is coming up next month. So, everyone, thank you so much. A massive thank you once more to Skeptic Llama for joining us all the way from Norway. Thank you so much for coming on by. An absolute pleasure. So,
great.
Everyone, as I leave you on this ending stream and set up that raid, as I said, stick around. Let's go and see what Maria 2000 is running a session, in-person session it seems. They're all, a bunch of them are stuck together, lucky people. So let's go and see what they're doing and give them a surprise. As I said, let those phoenixes fly, and I will see you all next time. But until then, as we like to say in these parts, oyasumi nasai. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Shoop.
Fuchu.